Proud sponsor of the 2007 Australia Post Stawell Gift.
Well, in these days of state-of-the-art stadiums and high technology, it's lovely to come back to a venue that has a magical, almost mystical feel to it. And that certainly is the case here in Stawell. Hello everyone, welcome to Central Park. I'm Peter Donegan. This is the 126th running of the Australia Post Stawell Gift. And we have a
Thanks very much. Thanks for being here and being out here on the track. It's just fantastic.
I think there's going to be a lot of men with tingles just at the moment because this is one of the most open gifts that I've seen after the heats on Saturday.
Well, I think there's probably about 10 chances, realistic chances going into this semi-finals today. It's going to be very tough for you to call, Pete, because they're all going to go across the line together and it's going to be as open a field as I've ever seen it. And
Gary Finnegan was the man who was fastest on Saturday and incurred the wrath of the stewards as well.
Yes, well, he did get himself into trouble, but he was very impressive in running his 12.28 in his heat, and it was the way he did it. Not so much the time, but it was the way he ran it. It was very impressive.
Well, as I said, you've already earned your place in history, and Ian Cohen at the moment is in the Hall of Fame with some of the ghosts of days gone by from the Stawell Gift.
Yes, thanks very much, Peter. When you walk into the Hall of Fame here at Stawell, you can literally soak up a century and a quarter of pro running history here at Central Park. And it all started back in 1878 when Bill Millard took out the initial Stawell Gift. He did it in a time of 12 3/4 seconds. And just to show you the family history and heritage that's involved, 119 years later, his great-grandson, Daniel Millard, took out the gift in 1997. One of the most famous names to race here is that of Joshua Ross. He's won it twice, and he did it off scratch in 2005, only the second man to come off the scratch mark, and now not only wearing the red, but he also wears the green and gold of Australia. 100 years ago, these were the sort of spikes they were running in, handmade for the runner, and of course in those days, if you won the Stawell Gift, it literally set you up for life. You can see the famous stopwatch of Bill McManus, a big stable there, and his name lives on here at Stawell. So too the WJ Millard Perpetual Cup. That is the trophy the runners will be going for in just an hour or two's time. Who will take that home this afternoon? One man who has got two of those is the famous Bill Howard. He's the only man to win it back-to-back in 1966 and also 1967. So he is a big part of this wall of glory here at the Hall of Fame. Also a big part here at Central Park is the betting. There's been many stings in the bookies ring. It's certainly a vibrant and busy place on Easter Monday, and plenty of money has been won. The famous names are Ravello, Howard, McNeil the Scotsman. You can see it all the way down Edmondson and Toomey in there as well. So there is a lot of history, a lot of famous names, and most of them are remembered up here on this wall of glory. Adrian Mott, the last winner in 2006, and one wonders, Peter, who is going to be added to this wall of glory? Who's going to take out the Stawell Gift in 2007?
Ian Cohen in the Hall of Fame certainly is well worth a look if ever you come to Stawell. Well, what have we got to look forward to today? The answer is plenty, and it all begins very shortly with the 6 semi-finals of the Australia Post Stawell Gift, and then races of all sorts of distances from 400 metres to a mile will go through to the invitational backmarkers over 120 metres before the Australia Post Stawell Gift, which you'll see live in Victoria and at halftime in our football telecast for the rest of Australia. Well, there's a lot going on here at Stawell, as well as the racing. The betting is a very big aspect of this carnival, and Ian Cohen has found himself in the betting ring. Ian, what's the latest?
Yes, thanks very much, Peter. Good afternoon again, everyone. Already early days, the betting ring is a hive of activity. John Henry is with me now. John, let's have a look at the highlights in the semis.
Yes, Ian, the three standouts at the moment in the semis is McFarlane in the fourth semi at $1.10, Steinhauser in the third semi at $1.26, and one of the old blokes, the three-time finalist already in the 5th semi, Evan King at $1.30. It could be out of those three.
Thanks very much, John. That's where the smart money's going. Stick with us, because after the break, the first semi-final here at Stawell.
Get ready for 2 massive nights of loser.
Tonight, it's Courtney versus Manolita in the biggest elimination yet.
Then tomorrow, in a 90-minute special, every eliminated contestant will get a second chance.
Monday. Mondays are hard work. Mondays can be uphill. You start a diet on a Monday. You get Monday-itis on Monday. Lots of songs have been written about Mondays. And on Mondays, more people plan holidays. At Australia Post, we organise passports, travellers' checks and foreign currency. You can do your personal banking and pay bills before you go. So you'll enjoy more of every day. Australia Post, part of every day.
Tired of waiting for the fish? Rush off to Red Rooster for delicious flaky fillets of fish in a light tempura batter with our famous chips. Or try our fish fillet wrap. For drive-through fish and chips, it's gotta be red.
Awesome sound. 6 gig. FM tuner. Voice recorder. Photo viewer.
Do what I like.
Video player.
Want. Do what I feel.
Do what you like with the iRiver E10, the MP3 player with the lot. An incredible $236 at JB Hi-Fi. JB, you've done it again.
Join a club with unparalleled privileges for its members. A club that will get you out of life's little hassles. It puts you in contact with A-list celebrities. And it gets you entry to exclusive events. Oh yes, membership has its advantages. So don't stand in life's queue, start reaping the rewards. Become a member of your AFL club today.
How compatible are you and your partner's names for love? SMS you and your partner's names to 193545 and get your calculated love compatibility score in a flash. High or low, get to know their numerology love rating right now. Just SMS you and your ideal partner's name to 193545 now and get the score that counts. The Love Calculator adds up to a whole lot of loving.
Tired of waiting for the fish? Rush off to Red Rooster for delicious flaky fillets of fish in a light tempura batter with our famous chips. Or try our fish fillet wrap. For drive-through fish and chips, it's gotta be red.
What's deadlier than a stingray? Deadlier than a box jellyfish? And even deadlier than a shark? 8 o'clock tonight. What's plunged Bondi into panic?
Absolutely out of control.
Bondi Rescue. 8 o'clock tonight.
A picture-perfect day at Central Park in Stawell, and the action is about to get underway with the first of 6 semi-finals in the Australia Post Stawell Gift of 2007. And this semi-final features one of the interesting runners here at Stawell this year, John Woods from Denver in the United States of America, coming off 1 metre. He ran 10.19 over 100 metres last week, 5th in the USA indoors over 60 metres. The other men to watch, Jared Marr from Yellow, 29 years of age, a 3-time gift finalist, and Luke Whitney out of green, a 24-year-old butcher from Hobart. But John Woods, Chris Perry, is certainly the man who's created a lot of interest.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how he goes today, because first time on grass on Saturday, and he found the surface a lot different to the tartan. So I think he'll perform pretty well over the gift distance today.
He'll have to, because giving away starts of almost 6 metres to Jared Marr, who's in pretty good form, as we said, 3 times a gift finalist, the favourite here in 2004. Morris Campbell is our starter, and he's making his debut here at Stawell.
Get on till I give you the command, and when I call you to the set position, I'm going to hold you till everyone is firmly settled. Now, I do not want to see any movement in the set position. I'm going to be severe on that. If you're unsteady, put up your hand.
And something to watch for will be the experienced athletes and the time that they take to get into that position. Sometimes they'll make them wait. So the action about to get underway, the really big action here on Easter Monday. Look at the start that John Woods is giving away. Jared Marr in yellow, Luke Whitney in green, And Shane Izard out of black also right in the mix from the Northern Territory, the 33-year-old. He's out of black. First semi of the gift. Off they go. Woods a good start. Ma got away really well in yellow. Izard giving the something to chase. Ma coming after him. Fletcher running well in blue. Fletcher and Ma settle down to fight it out, and Fletcher's got up and blows Ma on the line. Sean Fletcher, the 24-year-old from New South Wales, has got up and beaten Jared Ma in the first of the semi-finals, and I think that might be the sign of things to come, Chris Perry, a tight finish.
Well, what a fantastic run by Sean Fletcher. He wasn't in the betting. He ran a fantastic time on Saturday, 12:48. But look at Ma out front and Fletcher. He's throwing himself around over the last 30 to get there and just blouses Jared Ma on the line. Fantastic. A first boil over, first semi-final.
And the handicap, well, it just proved too much for John Woods. He ran well, but coming off 1 metre was always going to be a difficult task against the likes of these men who are capable of running that sort of time. There's Jared Ma. He must have been pretty comfortable at halfway because he got a really good start.
Yes, and Fletcher came at him at about the 90-metre mark, and there you can see on the screen he's just resigned himself to the fact that he did get pipped on the post. But Sean Fletcher from New South Wales, what a great run.
24 years of age, a maths and PE teacher. His whole family has made the trip here to Stawell to watch him run, and they're going to watch him run twice on Easter Monday because he is going to be in the gift final, and here he is with Ian Cohen.
Sean, congratulations. You're the first man through to the final. How does it feel?
Mate, it feels awesome. As I said, it was a pretty open semi, that one, so just pleased to come away with the win.
Had to work all the way. You didn't have it all your own way.
No, mate, I'm a long jumper. I could only run 40 metres, so I was struggling at the end there, but just held on.
The time of 12:44, is that something you were aiming for?
Oh, I think I can go quicker than that. Hoping to get down around 12:3 with the right conditions and the right race, but never know what can happen in the final.
You're the first man through. Will you sit and watch the other semis?
I'll have to have a bit of a peek, I suppose, but everyone runs their own race, so I'll just be running mine in the final.
Congratulations, good luck.
Thank you.
Could be a big day for the Fletcher family. Sean Fletcher with his family here in 12:44. We'll get the wind reading for you in a moment. Jared Ma, 12:45, so only 100th of a second in it. And Luke Whitney in third at 12:51. John Woods finishing in fifth placing.
Yes, well, John was always going to be struggling because of the track, a little bit softer than the tartan. But Sean Fletcher, that's outstanding, absolutely outstanding.
Well, there are the runners about to get down on their blocks for the second semi-final of the Australia Post Stawell Gift, and we have the Athens Olympian Adam Miller coming off 1.75 metres here. Nathan Allen from Queensland making his fourth appearance. He's out of white. Craig Brown, the Customs Clerk, the winner of the Bay Sheffield going back 7 years ago from Tullamarine. He's in blue. Peter Walsh in yellow. Keeler Gift winner in 2000. We've got Douglas Greeno from East Bentley, 26 years of age, coached by Todd Ireland, who's actually in this field. Andrew Wilcox out of pink, the computer specialist from Lower Templestowe, and Todd Ireland, the veteran, three-time finalist in 90, 2001 and 2002 from Warren Wood, comes out of black. And it wouldn't be Stawell if Todd Ireland wasn't here.
No, what a great performer Todd's been over the years. But Adam Miller, he was third in his Stawell Gift semi-final last year. Just pipped in the to make his way into the final last year. He's run a personal best this year, and he's in sensational form.
What about this man, Nathan Allen? He had a few of the pundits touting him as one of the pre-event favourites.
Yes, well, in his heat on Saturday, he wasn't that impressive. It looked like he was struggling, but today's a different day, Peter, as we know.
Nathan Allen ran 12:45 in his heat. Quickest man of this field, Douglas Greeno from East Bentley, who ran 12:39 in heat 6. He's been a finalist twice in the 100 metres here. He's a personal trainer. But Miller is the class athlete of the field. Bronze in the National Championships at 100 metres in 2007. He's the 2004 National 200 metres champion, as we look at Andrew Wilcox there in the pink. He was a part of the Adam Miller, we're talking about, 4x100 metres team in the Commonwealth Games. And he's run 10:17. So Miller's certainly the class athlete in the field, but of course the handicaps come into play.
Runners, you'll be told to walk to your blocks. Do not get on till I give you the command. And when I call you to the set, I'm going to hold you till everyone is firmly settled. Now I'm going to be very severe on any movement in the set position. If you're unsteady, put up your hand.
Peter Walsh, the 30-year-old from Corio, getting set and trying to psych himself up. Adam Miller out of red, Nathan Allen out of white, Douglas Greeno out of green, appropriately. Perhaps the men to watch here in semi-final number 2. 12:44 for Sean Fletcher in the first of the semis. Breeze coming from the runners left to right. Look at the start that Miller is giving Allen. Away they go. Miller start good. Allen start good as well. Greeno got away to a really good start, but Allen's starting to fly at halfway. Allen's picked them up and run to the front. Miller's not in it, but Allen impressive. He's going to stamp himself in the semi-final and wins well from Brown and Walsh. That could hardly have been more impressive from Nathan Allen. Time's going to be all important, but he has really made his presence felt here.
And as you say, Peter, he really got a fantastic start. He's picked up the field halfway, and it's just a run to the line now. Adam Miller can't pick him up, and the quality of the athlete that Adam Miller is, and Nathan Allen has run away from him. And you can look at the determination. That wasn't there on Saturday, Peter, and you look at it now, and he is really stoked.
And Adam Miller knew his cause was gone, I reckon, by the time he looked up and saw the start that Nathan Allen got.
Yeah, and that's all what it's all about, because Adam couldn't get onto Nathan, and once you can't get in contact, it's all over. And he's run very impressively, very aggressively, and very confidently. Great run.
And displaying to the crowd that he showed plenty of ticker there, and he is really going to be a shortener now for the final. He mightn't have been all that impressive on Saturday. He was today. He's with Ian Cohen.
Thanks very much, Peter. Nathan, 12:49, but it was a massive headwind.
Oh yeah, headwinds don't worry me. I love headwinds. I've run my fastest times in the headwinds, and it suits me.
What's the difference between Saturday, where you just got over the line there, you had a bit in reserve, obviously, though you've come out and stormed this second semi?
Oh, yeah, we had a few problems leading into Saturday. I was confident I could get through it, but I wasn't going to be, at 100%. And that's it. My coach said, forget about it. You don't win gold medals in heats, and we just forgot about it and got sorted out for today.
Big money's come for you. You've come in from 40s into 2-1 now. What sort of weight is that favouritism weighing on those shoulders?
There's no favouritism, like I said Saturday. It's confidence more than anything. If my friends and supporters and my team around me want to back that, that means they're confident I'll go fast. And if they're confident, then I'm confident.
You seem to be doing everything right at the moment. What would it mean to take out an Australia Post Stawell Gift?
Oh, it means I could find somewhere permanent to live and buy a new bed, probably.
Good luck in those aspirations. Well done, the second semi-finalist.
Thanks very much.
Might be able to afford a very good bed later on. Nathan Allen, very impressive. 12:49, but the big thing here is that they ran into a headwind of minus 3.7 metres per second. That's a gale.
Yeah, and it would suit Nathan's style because he's short, nuggety, solid. So he was able to drive his way through that wind. Very impressive win.
Craig Brown and Peter Walsh, the men who filled the minor placings in semi-final number 2. In semi-final number 3, the man who enjoyed his moment in the Stawell sunshine 12 months ago. The 2006 winner, Adrian Mott from Essendon, the 21-year-old, comes out of red off 3.25 metres. Stephen Landers of South Australia in white. Zoe Frangos of Ballarat in blue. One in Maryborough in 2003. Daniel Steinhauser making his first appearance, a man who's got a few people talking, out of yellow. Paul Tancredi from Moreland in green. Nick Samperi from Paran out of pink, and 9.5 metres, and the outmarker is Gavin O'Neill from Melton, who comes off 10 metres here. Who are the men to watch here, apart from the defending champion, of course?
Well, Steinhauser has been the favourite since Friday night at the Calcutta, or one of the favourites, but he also ran a very brilliant 70 metres semi-final just before we came on air. So that form is current.
And there is the man who last year won so easily in the gift final that he had time to raise the hand and celebrate even before the line.
Well, he probably learnt that from his coach, Steve Brimacombe, who did the same sort of thing. But he was very impressive last year. He's had a very good year. Whether he can make up that, he's off 3 1/4, it's a big ask.
There's Daniel Steinhauser from Albury, 26 years of age, making his first appearance here. Equal gift favourite. He played in a Victorian Country Football League Premiership in 2001, so that would be some double, a Premiership and a Stawell Gift. And he is heavily fancied by many people in the know here. The man in green, Paul Tancredi, won the Keeler Gift in 2006. Nick Sampieri from Paran, 27 years of age. He's trained by Andrew Mullen, who was a finalist here last year, and he's experienced here at Stawell.
Yes, well, Nick ran a very good heat on Saturday, so I wouldn't discount him as a bit of an outsider.
What about the mark for Mott going back to 3.25 metres? He won off 7.25 metres last year. He ran 11.98, but as you said, he is a much more mature athlete. The last 12 months have been really impressive for him.
Yes, he ran a great Australian titles this year, finishing 5th in a PB. And so he's a very, very much improved athlete. And big things are being held for Adrian Mott.
And there he is on the right of your picture. Big start giving away here, up to 6.75 metres to the outmarkers. And Mott in red, probably the man to watch though. Daniel Steinhauser from yellow. Tancredi out of green, Sampieri out of pink. Steinhauser left only fairly. He's going to need to go. Frangos is coming after him. Sampieri and O'Neill running well. Sampieri has the lead. The white running on Landers as well. Steinhauser getting through in the middle, but Sampieri has given them something to chase, and they didn't catch him. In around 12.32, Nick Sampieri of Paran has won the third semi-final of the Gift. Daniel Steinhauser, well, I think he blew it at the start.
Yes, well, the Gift favourite there, you can see in the yellow, it's a very, very sluggish start. But Nick Sampieri in the pink, he has used his 9.5 metres to best advantage and showing them a cleared pair of heels, and he's won that easily on the line, and I think that will be one of the quickest times. Just looking at it, it looked quick. And you look at Steinhauser, look at his face, it's not switched on. He looks like he's under pressure as he started, and that was the giveaway that he was all gone in the first 5 strides.
And the blue, Zoe Frangos, had already got up to him after they'd gone a couple of strides. Big run by Stephen Landers from South Australia in the white. He ran really well. But all honours go with the winner in Nick Sampieri from Paran, 27 years of age. We're waiting on the time to come up. Chris Perry thinks it will be pretty quick, and we'll also get the wind reading. By the way, the wind reading in the first of the semi-finals was minus 0.01 for Sean Fletcher, so that makes the performance of Nathan Allen in the second of the semi-finals all the more impressive when you consider the fact that he ran into a howling gale. Well, I think Nick Sampieri will be pretty pleased with himself getting through to the Stawell Gift final, the Australia Post Stawell Gift final in 2007, and he is set with Ian Cohen.
Thanks very much, Peter. He does look pretty pleased with himself. You've used the 9.5 to your advantage there, Nick. Everything going to plan?
It is going to plan. We won the Ballarat Gift in February, and we showed what we could do. I showed my best, and Andrew Mullen is a fabulous coach, and the challenge for me was to improve, and he set the challenge down, and I'm back a little bit on my mark from what I won at before, but I'm improving, and that's always the challenge.
A time of 12.31, well done.
Thank you. I thought I could go a bit quicker in the heat on Saturday, and I sort of missed the jump a bit, but I didn't get the greatest start there, but we still got there, so I had to get out front, build a big lead because I knew I'd be fading, and it was too much. They couldn't catch me.
Nick, congratulations. Third man through to the final of the Australia Post Stawell Gift. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Nick Sampieri wins in 12.31. He had a following wind of 1.8 metres per second. So we have the first 3 semi-finals down, still 3 to come. And in semi-final number 4, we're going to be seeing one of the veterans. There's the official result. Nick Sampieri, his father, is one of the best-known bookmakers in Victoria, Graham Sampieri. Will Nick give the bookies something to cheer about later on and maybe tip out one of the favourites? We'll find out. We're underway here at Stawell, the 4th of the semi-finals coming up right after this break.
The Hawks and the D's. It's Easter Monday footy on 10. An all-Victorian blockbuster as the Big G hosts the only game in town. Hawthorn versus Melbourne today.
Awesome sound, 6 gig, FM tuner, voice recorder, photo viewer,
I do what I like,
video player,
I want, do what I feel.
do Do what you like with the iRiver E10, the MP3 player with the lot. An incredible $236 at JB Hi-Fi. JB, you've done it again.
Warning, what you're about to see will get you in the best shape of your life. If you're tired of starving yourself, doing hundreds of ab exercises and spending money on expensive gimmicks and still not seeing results, then get ready for a breakthrough. Introducing the Ab King Pro, designed to give you flat, sexy, rock-hard abs. Look, ordinary machines only give you a 90-degree range of motion, but the Ab King Pro's secret is in its amazing 200-degree range of motion that targets your upper, lower, middle abs and obliques. You'll firm and flatten your stomach in days, not months. Are you tired of starving yourself with shakes, pills and fat diets? Are you tired of struggling for hours in the gym? Then you need to give your abs the royal treatment. Help flatten that stomach and eliminate love handles. Imagine losing inches as you watch TV. Plus, the Ab King Pro gives you 4 levels of resistance. It's perfect for every fitness level and folds for easy storage under your bed.
I feel great. I look down at my stomach. I don't even have a stomach anymore, and I just hop out of bed, look in the mirror, and it's nice just to look down and not see a stomach.
Using the Ab King system, I lost 105 pounds. There's not many words you can say on how happy I am about myself. I feel absolutely great.
Call and the Ab King Pro can be yours on a risk-free home trial for just $19.95. That's right, you can try it in your own home for 30 days and all you pay is $19.95 delivery. We know you'll love the results of the home trial and we'll just charge the balance to your credit card at the end of the trial period. What an offer, but you must call now. Plus, pay in full by credit card and we'll also include our 10-day slim down plan and our 3-minute Burn It Up DVD free for ordering right now. Have the flat, sexy abs you've always wanted. Call the number on your screen now and try the Ab King Pro and our amazing in-home trial. You have nothing to lose except the kilos.
There's so much speculation on the new rules. How is the house tougher?
Is it true what they're saying about the housemates?
What's the opening night top secret?
What Big Brother promises, he delivers.
What a beautiful setting it is. It hasn't changed much over the years. Central Park in Stawell, 3 down as far as the semi-finals are concerned. 3 to come up to semi-final number 4 here. Kyron Nelson of Queensland is the backmarker on 3.75 metres. Tim Paravicini, the 2007 national long jump champion. Ian McFarlane, hot favourite for this heat. 6.75 metres. The veteran Robert Ballard, 42 years of age. Nathan Dixon out of pink. Nathaniel Cool from South Yarra goes from the black here. Robert Ballard, as I mentioned, 42. There is the man who is considered the hot favourite here. Ian McFarlane, the 28-year-old from Sydney, making his second appearance. He came here to have fun. He might have a whole lot more fun by making the final.
Well, after the first 3 semi-finals, I'm looking for the outsider of this field, not the favourite, but McFarlane looked pretty good. He's not a brilliant starter. He jumped up. He looked like rabbits in the headlights on Saturday, but he is the favourite. Robert Ballard, 42 years of age. He's made the final in 1986 and was beaten by Glenn Chapman from Chappie from Albury, and that was a great final. So 21 years later, he's got a chance to be in another Stawell Gift final.
It would be some achievement. A sole Olympian, Robert Ballard, in 1988. It's his 15th semi-final. He's made 3 finals. But Ian McFarlane is only 1.5 metres behind him. Nathaniel Cool might give them something to chase from the black. There is the favourite, Ian McFarlane. Certainly one of the gift favourites at the moment. Although Nathan Allen has probably taken over outright favouritism at this stage.
Stand up, runners, please.
And the starter, Morris Campbell, will caution Kyron Nelson here.
Yeah, he put his hand in the air, was unsteady, so Morris called him back.
And as he said, any sign of movement, be it a runner indicating that he is unsteady, or even if he's just jigging around in the blocks, the starter will be hard on that. Morris Campbell officiating at his first Stawell Gift after Murray McPherson was the man with the gun for many, many years, officiated at his last year. Tim Paravicini, 2007 national long jump champion, 7th in the Commonwealth Games long jump, anxious to get on with it. He'll have something to chase in Ian McFarlane on his right shoulder. McFarlane blue, Ballard in green. McFarlane start very good out of blue. Ballard got a reasonable start only. Cool led them. McFarlane looks to have them covered at halfway though. He's going to run away from Ballard. Time's going to be interesting here. McFarlane beats Ballard in 12.22. Very impressive. If he gets that sort of start in the final, he's going to take some tossing.
Well, that was as impressive as we've seen, Peter. 12.22 on the watch. But you could see at the start, he got a good start. On Saturday, as I say, rabbits in the headlights, but he's got that field covered, and Robert Ballard's running into second place. But he's won that clearly. He's shown a class field, a clean pair of heels. So I think that was a very, very impressive run.
And let's have a look at him in isolation and see if we can read from his face just how much was left in the tank. He didn't have to overexert himself. I reckon he just half switched off a gear there at halfway when he knew he had it.
Yeah, very relaxed. His face, there was no tension in his face. Come to about 20 metres from the line, you could see him sort of know that he had won that race. And he's done that very, very impressively. That is as good as we've seen, Peter.
Well, as we said, Ian McFarlane came here to have fun. I bet he's having some fun now.
Congratulations, Ian. You're the fourth man into the Australia Post Stawell Gift final. You came here to have some fun, but now you're getting serious about running.
Yeah, job's not done yet. One more to go, so it's good. Like it.
Time of 12.20. What's left in the tank?
Enough.
Well, how will you be approaching it? What will you be doing over the next hour or so?
Just a bit of music, relax, enjoy the atmosphere, just keep having fun.
You didn't start running till you were 23. What would a Stawell Gift title mean to you?
Oh, it'd mean a lot.
Congratulations, you got a chance to do it. The fourth man through, Ian McFarlane.
That's good to hear. He knows that the business is unfinished. He's done the first part of the equation on Easter Monday in 12.20 officially. Had a bit of a tailwind, plus 1.4. Robert Ballard, the veteran, hung on for second in front of Nathan Dixon and Nathaniel Cool in fourth placing. But Ian McFarlane through to the final and through impressively. So on we go to semi-final number 5. Now this is going to be really interesting here because we've got two of the big names and one man who is looking to create a slice of history. That man, Chris Toohey, looking to become the first man to reach 5 finals. He's already done it 4 successive times. What an achievement that would be. But Evan King out of black is going to give him something to chase as well. So let's have a look at the field for the 5th of the Australia Post Stawell Gift semi-finals. Thomas Scott goes from 4 metres in red, won the Bay Sheffield this year, so he's a very capable runner as well. Sam Jamieson from Williamstown, 5.5 metres. Chris Toohey, 31 years of age. He's lost 10 kilos since he was here last year. Said he ate too many Tim Tams on the way to last year. Andrew Howell from Yellow, off 7.25 metres. Brendan Goff from Newcastle, 8.5 metres, 27 years of age. Nathan Ward from New South Wales off 10. And Evan King, 36 years of age. He's been coached by Lenny Templer for 20 years. He's a 3-time finalist here, and he needs the money, Chris, because he's got 3 daughters and he needs to keep on paying for all of those weddings.
Well, 3 daughters, that'll send him broke at any time. But Evan King, he was a runner-up in 1997, so 10 years ago. All these old blokes, Peter, are starting to run. Robert Ballard, they're running sensational times.
It's a shame that you're up here with me. You should be out there.
Well, yes, I should be, but I wouldn't get to the other end of the track.
Well, at least we'd be able to hear your hamstrings pinging from this distance if you did.
How true that is.
What about Chris Toohey? This would be a remarkable achievement if he can get through here.
Well, 4-time gift finalist to make it 5. He was very impressive on Saturday in his heat, but he's got to catch Evan King. I would like to throw in the green, Brendan Goff, as being a bit of a smoky. He's going to sit between Toohey and King. So there's going to be a bit of somewhere in the middle, I think, the field.
And what about Scott from 4 metres, Bay Sheffield winner, obviously very capable.
Very capable, very talented athlete. I think the mark will be just a little bit too tough.
So can Evan King make it through to his 4th final, or will Chris Toohey create history and make it through to his 5th? King is out of black. Toohey is out of blue. King's start pretty good with Ward. Now let's have a look for Tui. He's starting to run through in blue, and Scott running on well. King in front, Tui coming at him. Scott coming hard. It's going to be a blanket finish. Will they catch King? No! He's through to his fourth final. The veteran, the 36-year-old Evan King has made it through. Tui and Scott both ran great races, but Evan King is through to the final at Stawell again.
Well, let's look at the outside of the lane in black. Evan King hasn't got the greatest start, and you can sort of see the red in Thomas Scott and the blue Chris Tui really flying at the end, and Evans just using that mark and just got through Evan King, just hung on. You can see a little bit of tension in his face in the black, which you'd like in an ideal world. You'd like there to be no tension. You saw Ian McFarlane go down, and there was absolutely no tension. So that's the sort of sign that you're in complete control.
Well, he is going to be the lure in the final. Off the outmark of 10 metres, Evan King from Alfredton won the 100 metres here way back in 1995. He finished 5th last year. Can he go better than that? Let's find out. Here he is with Ian Cohen.
Thank you very much, Peter. Evan King, the age of 36. I tell you what, they're going to be chasing you, but how's old age catching up with you as well?
Well, it's tough trying to get yourself out here, but I'm sure none of those young guys want to be beaten by an old bloke, so the pressure's on them.
It's your 4th final. Congratulations. You came second here 10 years ago, 1997. How much has that burned to go one better?
I've thought about nothing else for 10 years. So I'm going to go out hard.
You're still going to have to keep running. You've got 3 daughters and weddings to pay for, is that right?
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to have to run extra fast, aren't I?
Evan, congratulations, well done, and certainly at the age of 36, one of the oldest finalists we've had here for the Australia Post Stawell Gift. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I think he's going to be a sentimental favourite. 12.32 was the time officially in defeating Thomas Scott and Chris Tui, and the wind was plus 1.2 metres per second. So a tailwind for Evan King, and it's blown him all the way into the Australia Post Stawell Gift final. So there's only one place up for grabs, and this is quite possibly going to be the man who is going to create more interest than anyone today. Gary Finnegan, the man who comes out of white. So it's Burbridge out of red, 5 metres, bank officer, 25 years of age from West Meadows. Gary Finnegan, 21 years of age from Queensland, the fastest qualifier. John Adams from Lavington will give Finnegan something to chase, 6 metres. Greg Ayres from New South Wales is in yellow. Damien Byrne of Adelaide from green. Matthew Callard from Hoppers Crossing, pink. And Peter O'Dwyer from Ballarat goes out of black at just a mere 41 years of age. Another one of the veterans. But this is the man most eyes are on, Chris Perry, Gary Finnegan.
And he ran very well on Saturday. Came out of the pack. I liked what I saw because he was in a very, very fast heat, and he broke them. At the 90-metre mark, he ran away from them in very impressive style. John Adams in the blue, who Finnegan has to give a half metre to. He also has one of the fastest time. He likes a tailwind. He doesn't like a headwind, but he's going to be very quick. This is going to be a cracker of a semi-final.
And what about Matthew Callard, who won the Rye Gift this year, so he's in good form. He's made numerous semi-finals. Hopefully he might go a little bit better than his beloved Western Bulldogs football team did last night.
Oh, that's a bit of tragedy for all those doggy supporters. But Callard ran second to McFarlane on Saturday, Peter.
Yeah, second in Heat 21, 12.43 was the time that Callard ran.
So he will be thinking, he's as tough as old boots, he'll be thinking that if McFarlane can run that, gee, I'm going to be close here. So he's going to be out in front, 8 3/4. He's got Peter O'Dwyer, Evan King's great mate from Ballarat, sitting out front. Peter can start, but whether he can hang on to this field at the end of the race, but they won't be wanting to hang around and wait because Matthew Callard will be right out there for a long, long way.
It's shaping up as an intriguing final because we've got Samperi off 9.5 and Evan King off 10, who are going to give the other one something to chase here. And Finnegan, 5.5 metres, might find himself back in the pack, and they might all find themselves racing each other. So many probables, so many variables, as there are every year here at Stawell. Gary Finnegan, the fastest man from the heats, in white. John Adams beside him in blue. Matthew Callard in pink. Finnegan left pretty well, so did Adams. He got a good start. O'Dwyer out fast. Now Callard starting to come through in pink as well. Now Finnegan hitting the accelerator, gets up to Adams. Finnegan gets to the lead, does he? On the outside, Callard, it's between those two. Finnegan and Callard, there is very little between them. They're wide apart, and we're going to have to leave this one to the judge. It is very tight.
Well, this is as good a semi-final as we predicted. Callard's been dragged out by Peter O'Dwyer in the pink, but look at Adams and Finnegan coming. They are flying. Right at 20 metres to go. It's a blanket finish. Oh, Finnegan looks like he may have just got that, Peter. We're a little bit back from the line here, but Finnegan is flying at the end, and Matthew Callard, what a fantastic run he's put up. And it'll be a bob on the finish. Ooh.
That angle is deceptive. It favours Matthew Callard.
We've seen this often enough at Stawell that in these close finishes, you can see that's 5 metres to go there, and I think that Finnegan's got that.
All right, we're going to wait for the official verdict. On that, you would think that maybe Callard's won, because he's certainly through the gates at the moment. We're waiting on the official result to come up, and still nothing, but the judge is taking a very good look at this photo. So drama here, because probably the outright favourite after Saturday, Gary Finnegan, is going to have to sweat on the photo finish and the timing devices to see whether he is going to have a crack. And the pink has got it. Matthew Callard has got it. The 32-year-old from Hoppers Crossing is officially the winner. So plenty of drama there in the last of the semi-finals. Let's hear what Matthew Callard had to say with Ian Cohen and whether he thought he got there.
Matthew, congratulations, the final spot in the Australia Post Stawell Gift final. Well done. Did you think you had it?
No, it was pretty close. I was just keeping with Peter O'Dwyer. He's a great runner, and just tried to follow him all the way, and he dragged me through, which was really good.
Finnegan was scintillating in the heats. You would have watched him run there. You would have been very aware of him.
Yeah, he ran pretty well. I was second to McFarlane, and I knew I could probably produce a bit better run today.
You've been here many a year. What's it mean to you, Stawell?
This means everything to me. A couple of years ago, I was having a shot, and this year I'm just out having fun. I've made the final, just having fun, so it's great.
Good luck with it. Congratulations on being the last man through.
Thank you.
Well, we said it was going to be an even gift in 2007. It's turned out that way, and some of the favourites have gone by the wayside. Nathan Allen, probably the most impressive man from the semi-finals. The time officially 12.28, and that also had a tailwind of 1.7 metres per second. Matthew Callard, the last man into the final. Let's confirm the results in the last of the semi-finals. Callard 12.28, Gary Finnegan, well, he was the quickest man here on Saturday, but he's going to have to wait for another day, 12.29, and John Adams at 12.33. So the semi-finals are over. The gift coming up in a couple of hours' time, but there's lots more still to come over all sorts of distances. Hope you can stay with us here at Central Park in Stawell on Australia Post Stawell Gift Day 2007.
Hi, George Danikian. In 10 News, the military begins the painstaking task of determining what killed 3 of their own in an early morning crash off Queenscliff. Fears Aussie workers could be missing out on millions because of work choices confusion. And a suspicious fire causes hundreds of thousands of dollars damage at a Doncaster kindergarten. Melbourne's weather, a fine day coming up, top at 27.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you?
What happens next will make Sam and Dean America's most wanted. The hunters become the hunted. Supernatural, 8:30 tonight.
The bigger the challenge, the more you need Duracell Alkaline. Down go the ever-ready super heavy-duty batteries. Up goes Duracell Alkaline. When endurance matters, Duracell lasts up to 3 times longer than ever-ready super heavy-duty.
How compatible are you and your partner's names for love? SMS you and your partner's names to 193545 and get your calculated love compatibility score in a flash. High or low, get to know their numerology love rating right now. Just SMS you and your ideal partner's name to 193545 now and get the score that counts. The Love Calculator adds up to a whole lot of loving.
Awesome sound. 6 gig. FM tuner. Voice recorder. Photo viewer.
Do what I like.
Video player.
I want. Do what I feel.
Do what you like with the iRiver E10, the MP3 player with the lot. An incredible $236 at JB Hi-Fi. JB, you've done it again.
Now, I bet you've seen these before for 30, 40, 50% off. Buy one, get one free. It doesn't matter what they say, Vista are still cheaper. For cheaper prices and a free in-home measure and quote, call Vista on 13 16 13.
You know it, I know it, everyone knows it.
Go green for footy. Score a free footy pack when you switch to green energy from Origin. Call 13 Green today to support your club and the environment.
Tired of waiting for the fish? Rush off to Red Rooster for delicious flaky fillets of fish in a light tempura batter with our famous chips. Or try our fish fillet wrap. For drive-through fish and chips, it's gotta be red.
She's a public nuisance.
You're lying on the ground in a very nice restaurant.
The cops think it's funny.
Hey, don't arrest us!
But they didn't see this coming.
Oh, is she gonna get in the car?
Cops, 9:30 tonight on 10.
This year, Big Brother promises.
Your housemates will reflect all walks of life.
Everyone in the betting ring catching their breath. The bookmakers might have a smile on their faces. They do it because we've seen some upsets in the semi-finals of the Australia Post Stawell Gift. Let's have a look at the lineup, and it's going to be interesting, Chris Perry, because we're virtually going to have 2 races here between the top 3 and the bottom 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fascinating final. You've got the Allen, Fletcher and McFarlane having their race, trying to get out of that pack and pick up Callard, Sampiri and King, who've all started really quickly.
I think that might be a good thing for Nathan Allen, you know. I think now that he's got something to chase, the start that he got in the semi-final, he's still the one to beat in my book.
Yeah, he was impressive because of that big headwind. It was nearly a 4-metre headwind.
And McFarlane probably is going to be the hardest to beat from what we've seen. But it's a very open gift final. Let's go into the betting ring now and find out what the bookmakers have made of it and whether, in fact, they are breaking into laughter down there. Ian Cohen.
Yes, thanks very much, Peter. Well, as you can see, it is plenty of activity here. They are literally writing the prices up as we go. They are still just working out the prices at the moment. Obviously, as you can see, McFarlane had a fantastic run. John Henry is the man who's writing them up at this stage. John, we'll just grab you for 2 ticks as you put Evan King's one up there. Who do you like? Where's the money going?
Well, I like on times McFarlane is nearly the guy that's got to win it. But I'm a bit stoked because Callard in the last I trained, so I've got a double-edged sword here. But I think McFarlane is the one to beat. Usually at this stage of the game, the one that runs the time does get up.
So there it is, boys. It looks like Ian McFarlane is certainly where the money is going on at the moment. It is hitting fever pitch, though, down here. There's people queuing up to put some money on, as you can see. So it's all getting to the pointy end here at the betting ring.
OK, that's coming up a little bit later on. Ian McFarlane, the hot favourite. We're coming up to the ASIC's Bill McManus 400 metres backmarkers final. And the field here, Timothy Atkinson from red from 16 metres, Thierry Xavier from white, Rodney Matthews from blue, 99 Stawell Gift winner, Rodney Matthews. We've got Jason Hayes Hornibrook in yellow, Craig Brown in green, Alex Salyu from pink, Dean Grimshaw from black, Damien McTernan goes from grey here. The men to beat, Chris Perry.
Well, I think if we start to look from green outwards, they were the ones that had the fastest times on Saturday. But Rod Matthews, you know, he's going to be Stawell Gift winner, can run, and he did put up a good performance. But I think from green, grey and black are going to be the ones.
So if you can follow this, it's brown from green that we're looking at. That's Craig Brown, fastest man from the heats. ASIC's Bill McManus 400 backmarkers is underway. And a good start there from the white, Thierry Xavier, who looks as though he wants to make a statement early. He got around Rodney Matthews pretty quickly. Into the back straight, McTernan in grey leads Grimshaw. Now Brown's got up into third, placing the green as they go down the back. And then Atkinson, who is starting to circle around the field. And also Hayes Hornibrook is going well as they come off the back now. And it is the man in grey, McTernan, who is in front. Craig Brown is coming after him, and the man in pink, Alex Saliu, is really starting to stretch out now. Saliu going up to join Brown. He's run past Brown and he's streaking away, and Alex Saliu from Adelaide is going to win very impressively in the 400. Craig Brown hangs on for second, and maybe even the red Timothy Atkinson running on to get third, but Alex Saliu, now, he's down in our programs as 15 years of age. I'm not sure whether that's true or not, but he's been running for only 2 seasons, and he is at Stawell for the first time. Boy, was he impressive.
Well, I tell the bookmakers are going to have a field day here today, because he has run one of the slowest times from the heat and coming down the back straight. So they're just about to approach the 200-metre mark, and McTernan's out in front. Brown's starting to catch him and looking like the winner. But Saliu has just absolutely stormed over that last 150. You can see him coming up on the outside of these guys now, and the race is already over with 60 or 70 metres to go. That's a very impressive run. The bookmakers will be very happy that he's got up.
He had metres to spare at the end. He is only a young man. Just how young? Well, we're probably about to find out. But Alex Saliu from Adelaide goes to Stawell for the first time and comes away with a big win. What a terrific performance that was in the ASIC's Bill McManus men's 400-metre final. Well, as I said, we've got races of all distances coming up here today. We've got the Herb Hedeman Invitation Mile coming up very shortly. They've boosted the prize money for that this year. It's going to be a terrific event. And then we've got lots to look forward to. The Invitation, the Paralympians will be joining us as well. So it is a day to savour here at Stawell if you love athletics. We'll take a break and be back with lots more. You're watching the Australia Post Stawell Gift of 2007 from Central Park in Stawell.
It's a routine stakeout.
Wait. I'm almost in position here.
And everything is about to go wrong.
Position was.
NCIS at 8:30. Then, they've spent decades preparing a new threat. Now the FBI are on their case.
Nazis are very good at covering the track.
Can 4 agents take down a new breed of terrorism? New numbers at NCIS Tuesday.
How compatible are you and your partner's names for love? SMS you and your partner's names to 193545 and get your calculated love compatibility score in a flash. High or low, get to know their numerology love rating right now. Just SMS you and your ideal partner's name to 193545 now and get the score that counts. The Love Calculator adds up to a whole lot of loving.
Warning! What you're about to see will get you in the best shape of your life. If you're tired of starving yourself, doing hundreds of ab exercises and spending money on expensive gimmicks and still not seeing results, then get ready for a breakthrough. Introducing the Ab King Pro, designed to give you flat, sexy, rock-hard abs. Look, ordinary machines only give you a 90-degree range of motion, but the Ab King Pro's secret is in its amazing 200-degree range of motion that targets your upper, lower, middle abs and obliques. You'll firm and flatten your stomach in days, not months. Are you tired of starving yourself with shakes, pills and fat diets? Are you tired of struggling for hours in the gym? Then you need to give your abs the royal treatment. Help flatten that stomach and eliminate love handles. Imagine losing inches as you watch TV. Plus, the Ab King Pro gives you 4 levels of resistance. It's perfect for every fitness level and folds for easy storage under your bed.
I feel great. I look down at my stomach. I don't even have a stomach anymore, and I just hop out of bed, look in the mirror, and it's nice just to look down and not see a stomach.
Using the Ab King system, I lost 105 pounds. There's not many words you can say on how happy I am about myself. I feel absolutely great.
Call and the Ab King Pro can be yours on a risk-free home trial for just $19.95. That's right, you can try it in your own home for 30 days and all you pay is $19.95 delivery. We know you'll love the results of the home trial and we'll just charge the balance to your credit card at the end of the trial period. What an offer, but you must call now. Plus, pay in full by credit card and we'll also include our 10-day slim down plan and our 3-minute Burn It Up DVD free for ordering right now. Have the flat, sexy abs you've always wanted. Call the number on your screen now and try the Ab King Pro on our amazing in-home trial. You have nothing to lose except the kilos.
Well, it's a big day at Stawell at Central Park. In fact, it's a big weekend, really, in the city of Stawell, because there is a lot more than just foot running to entertain the thousands of visitors who flock here every year for the Australia Post Stawell Gift Carnival. On Saturday, we had the Driscoll, McElrea and Dickinson Ladies Festival of Fashions on the field, which is now in its 4th year. Proves very popular with the girls, and not surprisingly, it proves very popular with the guys as well. 30 entrants lined up. This is Laura Parker from Werribee. She looked absolutely delightful. Lana Cridlin from Newport was very elegant. And some of the athletes got involved too. Stephanie Molliker, we'll be seeing her in action later on from Carlton. She's a regular. Itiel Burgos was simply stunning. And Talia Shacklock gets my vote because she's got the black and white. She looked terrific. And another of the competitors who dashed from the track to the fashion parade, Geelong's Billy Joe Peterson, who really impressed all the judges, including Chris Perry. And in fact, it was Billy Joe who came away with the prize, taking home the $1,000 booty for a beauty. I think you came up with a pretty good winner there, Chris Perry, and hopefully we can come up with a winner here for the Herb Hedeman 1600 metres invitation handicap. And the man who's giving away the big starts is Yusuf Abdi, former Commonwealth Games bronze medalist. He comes off scratch. And we've got a big field here, so it's going to take them a fair way to sort themselves out in the 4-lapper. 4 scratchings, we understand, so just a mere field of 26. But Yusuf Abdi, certainly the highest profile of these runners, Chris.
Well, a 356 miler, Commonwealth Games steeplechaser. He's off to Osaka for the world titles. So he's the class athlete and deserves the mark of honour of scratch. The heir apparent is Collis Birmingham, who's going to run off 10, Peter. Trains with the Nick Bideau stable. Nickname is Simba. I don't know how you get Simba, but that's his nickname. But he's had a very impressive year running some PBs over the 3 and the 5K distance. But this is as quality a field as we've had in the Herb Hedeman, and it's on the Monday, and I think it's fantastic.
Good to see the distance races getting some profile as well, because they really, as I said, have beefed up the prize money here, and it brings some quality into the race.
Yeah, and that's right. And on the Monday, normally it's been on the Saturday, and the Herb Hedeman's been won by your Marcus Downs and some of the great names of pro running, and it should be on the Monday, and I congratulate them for being on the Monday.
So they're milling around now. They're all together. This is what you see at the start of a 1,500 metre race at the Commonwealth Games or the Olympics, and the starter's got them all together and he'll issue the instructions. But there's one big difference here at Stawell, and that is that once the instructions are completed, you're going to see them scatter. Like rice bubbles on the floor when you drop the box in the morning. They will go to all parts of the track. Yusuf Abdi will stay exactly where he is, and people like Michael Killicoat and Richard Polkinghorne, they have to walk 90 metres to get to where they're starting from.
It was interesting talking to John Woods, who was the American sprinter, when they were all lining up on the end of the track, and he couldn't believe that they all walked out to 10 metres. So Yusuf Abdi, they're going to go out to 90 metres, so he will be sort of thinking he's going to have a holiday to get round them.
And there is the man carrying the red and white, Jason Woolhouse. He's going off 30 metres. So it takes a fair while for the outmarkers to actually get there. And Yusuf Abdi standing back there. You can't even see him at the moment. He's standing right on the start line. Some of the runners carrying the stripes. There is Yusuf Abdi.
He's probably looking as to where they're actually going to stop. Because he's just looking intently as to watching them walk around out into the 90-metre mark. Richard Polkinghorne, who's one of the great vet athletes, has been a great competitor in professional athletics. And he's sitting out on 90, so he's not going to give this away without a fight.
So obviously it's a different feel for athletes like Abdi and Birmingham in blue and Mitchell Keeley in yellow and Corey Tucker in green. What's the strategy in these races? Just peeling off one by one?
Yes, and I think this is one of the great things about pro running and in a distance running, because and even in the sprints, you learn different aspects of the running that Yusuf can learn how to chase. Different about being out in front, They learn to chase and peel blokes off as they're going through.
Spread out over 90 metres. The Herb Hedeman 1600 metres invitation handicap is underway, and those out on the out mark, including Brennan and Dunshay and Kearney and Killicote and Polkinghorn, racing in a little bit of a bunch early. And Yusuf Abdi is going to take his time, as the man in green, Corey Tucker. And already the man in blue that you were talking about, Collis Birmingham, has decided to go past a couple in the early stages.
Well, that's the thing about the Herb Hedeman is the 4-minute mile on grass. I said it was Marcus Downs before, but Harry Downs that's the benchmark. If they can get a 4-minute mile on grass, then you're in an elite performance.
So a big bunch coming down the straight, and it's Benjamin Toomey, number 21, who is in the lead at the moment from Michael Killicote, number 29, after 1 of 4 laps. And let's see. We'll try and pick up as Yusuf Abdi goes through. We'll see if he's made any impression, and the answer is he certainly has. From where those runners started, he's picked up probably, you would think, 15 or 20 metres from the handicap.
But like Collis Birmingham, you can see him just coming onto the back of that pack. He has made up a lot of ground to get onto that. But he's going wide. Probably would have preferred him to sit in behind them for a while, but he's gone straight past them.
And he's on the back of Jeffrey Risley, who's in black, number 7, who's also making ground. So Birmingham has got Risley to give him a tow up towards the leading pack.
And they're moving forward. They're not waiting. They're actually moving forward, so that they're going to be right on the hammer of these outmarkers. And Birmingham is just going to keep going. He's going to get to, by the time they get to the lap, he's going to be right on the ginger.
David Rashina is the man in green and white stripes, but look at Collis Birmingham. Now the question's got to be asked here, has he gone too early? Because he's hit the front with 2 laps to go, but they've still got another 2 laps to go. And so is it going to be set up for someone to come from behind? The pace obviously very brisk, and Birmingham inside 2 laps still has about 40 metres on Abdi, and the man in green, Corey Tucker, has dropped out behind Abdi.
Well, this is an impressive run. This is Catch Me If You Can, using his PBs that he's been running over 3 and 5K, and he is setting them a fair task.
Collis Birmingham down the back straight leads. David Rashina is the man in the green and white stripes, and it looks like Dale Engler might have been up in 3rd spot, and the man in black, Jeffrey Risley, is also hanging on. There's Yusuf Abdi. Well, he's a long way back and no chance of catching them, and looking quite fatigued at the moment. And the man in green, Corey Tucker, has actually dropped back probably about 30 metres behind him. So here they go in the straight. Birmingham is the leader. Now the man in red and white starting to stride around them, and that is Jason Woolhouse. Now we suspected that Birmingham might have put the foot on the gas a little bit too early. Looks as though he's going to pay the price here, Chris.
Yes, they're starting to go around. They're making their runs now. Woolhouse has maintained this for the last 200 metres, so he's put in a surge of 600 metres, and they are out and they are away. Collis Birmingham starting to go back through the teeth, so it has taken its toll.
So it's Jason Woolhouse and David Rashina who have singled out down the back straight. Number 20 is in 3rd, and that is Robert Kilmere, who's running really well at the moment. And the man going around him is Daniel Clark, who's got up into 3rd and is starting to run on strongly. 200 to go.
Well, they're really going for nut now. They've got 200 metres to go, the top of the straight, and it's a short straight, Peter. It's only a 60 metres straight, so they've got to make their move now.
Jason Woolhouse looking comfortable. He's got away from David Rashina now, and he is going to stride away and win comfortably.
He's going to salute the judges, and a great run. He took off with a lap and a half to go.
Mark Tucker coming home well is going to get up into the placings, but Woolhouse wins comfortably. And Mark Tucker getting up into the placings, and also up there Daniel Clark. Clark will be 2nd, and it was Mark Tucker in 3rd. Yusuf Abdi, well, the handicap proved way too much for him. And Collis Birmingham, well, perhaps he did think it was an 800-metre race because he just hit the gas a bit too early.
See as they start off now, and Yusuf Abdi, he's given Collis 10 metres start, but he certainly went hard, didn't he, Peter? He certainly went early. And I suppose that's the good thing about it, the fact that he put it on the line and said, well, I'm not going to win by just trying to come home. I'll put it on the line and see if anyone's got anything to left in the tank. And you can see that's probably about 2.5 laps out, and Collis Birmingham's in front. And so he worked very hard to get to that point, very hard. And you can sort of see, because he only had to give use of 10 metres start, and he's a long way in front of him.
And there is Jason Woolhouse, had plenty left early. The man in yellow and white, Daniel Clark, just about to get up into second placing past David Rashina, and Mark Tucker running on well, but Jason Woolhouse off 30 metres has won, and won very comfortably at the end of the Herb Hedeman Invitation Mile. Terrific effort by him. So as we said, we're seeing all distances today. We're seeing the mile, we're seeing the sprinters, we're seeing the 400 metre runners, we're seeing it all here at Stawell. Stay with us as we continue our coverage of the Australia Post Stawell Gift of 2007.
Hi, George Danikian. In 10 News, the military begins the painstaking task of determining what killed 3 of their own in an early morning crash off Queenscliff. Fears Aussie workers could be missing out on millions because of work choices confusion. And a suspicious fire causes hundreds of thousands of dollars damage at a Doncaster kindergarten. Melbourne's weather, a fine day coming up, top at 27.
The competition's getting personal. In the contest finale, is someone gonna lose it? The contest at 7:30. Then, ever wonder what inspires House to be a brilliant doctor?
You saved my life. I know who I am now.
House at 8:30. Then,
Who's the guy that visits Alison at night?
I think you've got kissing on the brain.
She'd better figure it out before hubby gets jealous.
Where you going?
Medium follows the contest and House. Wednesday.
Tuesday. Tuesday's a strange day. Tuesdays are a bit of a non-event. Restaurants are empty, but cinemas are full. Not much happens on a Tuesday, except if you're Australia Post. On Tuesdays, more best wishes, more wish you were here's, more hugs, more I love yous, more wows are delivered than any other day. And they're yours to keep every day. Australia Post, part of every day.
Are you tired of starving yourself with shakes, pills and fat diets? Are you tired of struggling for hours in the gym? Then you need to give your abs the royal treatment. Help flatten that stomach and eliminate love handles. Introducing the Ab King Pro, designed to give you flat, sexy, rock-hard abs. Imagine losing inches as you watch TV. Plus, the Ab King Pro gives you 4 levels of resistance. It's perfect for every fitness level and folds for easy storage under your bed.
I feel great. I look down at my stomach. I don't even have a stomach anymore, and I just hop out of bed, look in the mirror, and it's nice just to look down and not see a stomach.
Using the Ab King system, I lost 105 pounds. There's not many words you can say on how happy I am about myself. I feel absolutely great.
Call and the Ab King Pro can be yours on a risk-free home trial for just $19.95. That's right, you can try it in your own home for 30 days and all you pay is $19.95 delivery. We know you'll love the results of the home trial and we'll just charge the balance to your credit card at the end of the trial period. What an offer, but you must call now. Plus, pay in full by credit card and we'll also include our 10-day slim down plan and our 3-minute Burn It Up DVD free for ordering right now. Have the flat, sexy abs you've always wanted. Call the number on your screen now and try the Ab King Pro on our amazing in-home trial. You have nothing to lose except the kilos.
The Melbourne International Comedy Festival. Seriously funny, seriously Melbourne, and it's on 10. Seriously.
What a delightful day on Easter Monday 2007. Welcome back to Central Park in Stawell for our continuing coverage of the Australia Post Stawell Gift of 2007. We've just seen the Herb Hedeman Invitation Mile and victory to Jason Woolhouse, and he broke the magical 4-minute barrier for the mile, coming off the 30-metre handicap, 3:59.11. Daniel Clark second in a tick over the 4 minutes, and Mark Tucker finished officially third in 4:01.11. That was the Herb Hedeman Mile. And incidentally, the young man who was triumphant in the 400 metres before, Alex Salyu of Adelaide, is indeed 15 years of age. Well, here's a guy who's not much older than that. Sitting up beside me in the commentary box, always a pleasure to have Don Elgin with me for the Bank at Post 120 metres Paralympians Invitational. Donnie, lovely to see you again.
Geez, not much older than that, Pete. You're very welcome to have me on board, mate. That's fantastic.
And so is this field. It is fantastic. Evan O'Hanlon, dual world record holder out of red. Tim Sullivan has won this the past 3 years. Heath Francis goes out of blue, triple world champion. Commonwealth Games 200 metres gold medalist at the MCG. Andrew Matthews from yellow, Chris Mullins from green at his first stall. Benjamin Hall, they call him the Bush Ranger for obvious reasons, from pink. Matthew Brown from black, and Matthew Cartwright goes out of grey. And these athletes have various forms of disabilities, Donnie.
Yeah, they do, and I think that's one of the beauties about the Bank at Post, Pete, is it gives all athletes, elite athletes with a disability, an opportunity to race. It certainly doesn't make it any easier having a disability, having to run flat out, but these blokes have certainly conquered that, so I'm looking forward to a great race.
What about Tim Sullivan? He did a Maccabi Diva last year, won 3 in a row. Can he make it 4 in a row?
Mate, I told you last year that he couldn't make it 3, so I'm not prepared to speak on that one.
Well, you'd think that Heath Francis, I had the pleasure of sitting beside you in the commentary box at the MCG when Heath Francis won the Commonwealth Games gold medal in the EAD event, and that was some night.
I tell you what an emotional time that was, and I think if Heath has learned anything from that, and certainly being here last year, he will know that he has to run all the way, right the way through this, otherwise you're going to have the likes of O'Hanlon and Sullivan certainly creeping over the top at the end.
Heath Francis, there you see him in blue, he is an arm amputee, and we've got athletes with cerebral palsy and intellectual disability for Andrew Matthews out of yellow. And just wonderful to welcome these athletes here. They're always so warmly received by the crowd. Evan O'Hanlon, if Heath Francis and Tim Sullivan have one to beat, he probably is that one. He's got an 11:31 personal best for 100 metres, and as I said, he is a dual world record holder.
Yeah, he's probably at the minute on any given day got the edge over Sullivan, given that he's just taken his world records only a couple of weeks back at Nationals. But I think the thing that might get him is it's his first run here at Stawell, and the ropes, I mean, these amateur athletes aren't used to running with lane ropes down the side of their knees, so that could be something that might just put O'Hanlon's mind at a bit unrest.
Tim Sullivan, second from the left there in white, is equal now with the great Louise Savage as the most successful Paralympian that we've ever had, with 9 gold medals. That is some sort of achievement.
Yeah, he knows how to perform. He knows, he loves a big stage. I mean, as we've seen it last year, he came out here and we thought his mark was certainly a good one, but had no idea just how strong he was going to run. So I think with Heath Francis, one of the APC ambassadors here on board, he should really be the one that I'd be watching. Heath Francis or O'Hanlon for me, but geez, I tell you what, never dismiss Sullivan.
You know all of these athletes really well, Donnie. It must be such a thrill to run on this big stage.
Oh, it's huge, Pete. To be honest, I wish I was out there, but I tell you what, next year might be my year, but this year, it's all about these blokes, and they will be feeling every bit as nervous as any other athlete out there today.
Well, always good to have you up here in the commentary box. Hopefully we'll have a great spectacle here. So Evan O'Hanlon giving away starts of almost 19 metres out of red to the men on the left of the picture. Matthew Cartwright, Matthew Brown and Benjamin Hall way out there in front. Chris Mullins almost in no man's land. Andrew Matthews by himself, and then Francis Sullivan and O'Hanlon. Francis got a good start in blue. O'Hanlon got a really good start in red. Now it's Brown who's taken over the lead from Hall. Starting to come through now is Mullins. Now will the backmarkers be able to catch them? Mullins is going to grab the lead near the line, and he's got there. Chris Mullins has got up from 13.5 metres to win at his first appearance here at Stawell. A member of the 4x100 metre team at the Athens Paralympics, and what a thrill for Chris Mullins. Just arrived in time.
I tell you what, he's reasonably new on the block. He had a good start out there, which is pretty important to, obviously at Stawell, to get a great start, but to be able to hold on. We knew that the other guys would be coming over strong at the end, but he held on there, and it's literally all about running this race right through, which is what he's done.
And it was the man out in black, Matthew Brown, who gave him something to chase. The handicap proving just too much for Evan O'Hanlon and Heath Francis, both who ran really well. And Tim Sullivan, well, he's already enjoyed coming here to Stawell. Not his year this year, but his year. I'm sure that he was too, no doubt, Don Elgin.
Indeed, Pete. It's always fantastic to be a viewer of the Bank at Post Invitational, and I'm sure with Australia Post support we'll see plenty more for years to come.
All right, look forward to seeing you in 12 months' time.
Thanks, mate. Take care.
And I tell you who else we'll see in 12 months' time, Australia Post, because they have been magnificent supporters of the Australia Post Stawell Gift, naming rights sponsor for many years now, and let's join one of their special guests with Ian Cohen.
Post and Dennis, terrific to have you on board again. You guys have turned on a terrific day. Great to have your sponsorship.
Yeah, what a fantastic day, and it looks terrific. It's a fabulous crowd out here for an event such as this, and it's really exciting. It'll really build up, I think, for the final of the Australia Post Stawell Gift.
It certainly is going to be an exciting final. 13, they say, is unlucky for some, but for Australia Post and for the Stawell Athletic Club, 13 strong years of association and terrific for the area too.
Yeah, thank you. 13 years is lucky for us, and our partnership with the Stawell Athletics Club is really strong, and we're really both committed to developing events like these and really putting on a great world-class sporting event for the regional Victoria.
And how important is it for Australia Post to have that presence here in
the community?
Dennis, couldn't let you go without a tip for the Australia Post Stawell Gift final. Who do you like?
Yeah, tough one today, Ian. It's probably the closest field in the years that I've been here. But maybe Allen, maybe McFarlane. It'll be pretty close, pretty open race.
Dennis, on behalf of everyone, very happy to have Australia Post associated with the Stawell Gift.
Thank you.
Dennis Atakador there joining us. Stick with us after the break. The women are up for the Stawell Gift final here as a part of the Australia Post coverage.
Thursday night has just got that little bit more psycho.
This is the police. We know exactly where you are.
No, you don't.
SVU at 8:30. Criminal Intent at 9:30. Two great dramas. Thursday on 10.
Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. It's the pivot. It's all downhill from Wednesday. Ends in sight on Wednesday. And at Australia Post, we get you there fast. Our international couriers are looking after your important parcels, letters and documents, helping business deliver every day. Australia Post, part of every day.
Warning, what you're about to see will get you in the best shape of your life. If you're tired of starving yourself, doing hundreds of ab exercises and spending money on expensive gimmicks and still not seeing results, then get ready for a breakthrough. Introducing the Ab King Pro, designed to give you flat, sexy, rock-hard abs. Look, ordinary machines only give you a 90-degree range of motion, but the Ab King Pro's secret is in its amazing 200-degree range of motion that targets your upper, lower, middle abs and obliques. You'll firm and flatten your stomach in days, not months. Are you tired of starving yourself with shakes, pills and fad diets? Are you tired of struggling for hours in the gym? Then you need to give your abs the royal treatment. Help flatten that stomach and eliminate love handles. Imagine losing inches as you watch TV. Plus, the Ab King Pro gives you 4 levels of resistance. It's perfect for every fitness level and folds for easy storage under your bed.
I feel great. I look down at my stomach. I don't even have a stomach anymore, and I just hop out of bed, look in the mirror, and it's nice just to look down and not see a stomach.
Using the Ab King system, I lost 105 pounds. There's not many words you can say on how happy I am about myself. I feel absolutely great.
Call and the Ab King Pro can be yours on a risk-free home trial for just $19.95. That's right, you can try it in your own home for 30 days and all you pay is $19.95 delivery. We know you'll love the results of the home trial and we'll just charge the balance to your credit card at the end of the trial period. What an offer, but you must call now. Plus, pay in full by credit card and we'll also include our 10-day slim down plan and our 3-minute Burn It Up DVD free for ordering right now. Have the flat, sexy abs you've always wanted. Call the number on your screen now and try the Ab King Pro on our amazing in-home trial. You have nothing to lose except the kilos.
After his affair, Boyd will do anything for another chance to be back with Janae.
Right. You are my wife. You're not going anywhere.
Will he go too far? This year, Big Brother promises.
Your housemates will reflect all walks of life.
Well, the Stawell Gift Hall of Fame has been completely refurbished for the 125th edition of the Gift last year. It continues to be a year-round tourist attraction here in Stawell. It contains just a treasure trove of priceless memorabilia and history from this great race, and many of the items have been donated from the families of winners, the spirit of gift champions living on for future generations. And the Hall of Fame allows visitors to Stawell the opportunity to experience the gift all year round, and hopefully you'll be able to have a look at it if ever you visit this part of the world. Here's the start list for the Provincial Victoria Women's Gift Final. Sally McClellan comes off scratch, the Australian champion at 100 and 100 metres hurdles. Bianca Williams of New South Wales is from white here. Laura Whaler from blue. We may have a different start list to that, so we'll just check on the runners in white and blue here as they line up. Sally McClellan. So we've got Bianca Williams in white and Laura Whaler in blue. There's just a little discrepancy, so it's Williams in white and Whaler in blue, as you saw on your screens. Domichens in yellow, McGibbon in green, Anderson in pink. Look at the start that Sally McClellan is giving away here. Quality athlete, though. Great to see the young ladies on the big stage. She is an outstanding athlete, Sally McClellan. Williams in white got a good start. McClellan got a flying start. Out of yellow, Domichens going well. Anderson also going well. Williams in white. Now the runner in blue. Whaler coming through. It's going to be a blanket finish. Anderson across the track. Anderson has won from Domichens. And it is Bronwyn Anderson of Keilor, 21 years of age from 10.5 metres, who's used her handicap well. That's what you have to do here at Stawell. It proved too big for Sally McClellan.
The start here that they're Bronwyn Anderson in the pink, out in front, yellow, and Domicic is trying to get hold of her, and the white in Williams is coming flying at the end, but used the handicap very, very well, and a great win to win up at Stawell, to get a sash up at Stawell, Bronwyn Anderson. And that's a part of what it was all about. That's what we're going to see in the gift final. Yep. Use their handicap and be the rabbit and run it hard all the way through.
It was always going to be tough from Sally. For Sally from back there off scratch, giving starts of up to 10.5 metres. Well, I think our winner, Bronwyn Anderson, is standing by. And Cohen, you'd have a delighted winner there with you.
Indeed I do, Peter. Bronwyn, congratulations, well done. The support crew, the boys and the girls, pretty happy about it too.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome that they're all here this time. When I won at Bendigo, there was like no one there, but it's great everyone's here.
What does it actually mean to win at a historic Stawell?
I think it's awesome to become part of the history and everything of this place is just absolutely amazing and such an honour. And I just can't believe that I can win Stawell.
You were out in front, you had to do all the running, they were chasing you down hard. What was it like the last 10?
I thought everyone was in front of me, so I don't know what happened there. But that was pretty good when they said I'd won. It's pretty close.
It certainly was. Congratulations, well done. You can go and celebrate.
Oh, by the sound of it, there's going to be a fair bit of celebrating going on there. Bronwyn Anderson, the winner of the Provincial Victoria Strickland Family Women's Gift Final. Here's one of the most sought-after events at Stawell, apart from the gift itself, of course, and that is the invitation backmarkers. The very best of the best here. Alosi and Woods from scratch, Miller from 0.5 metre, Ruse Serrett from 3/4 of a metre, Mott last year's winner from 2, Nielsen from 2.5, Cole and She from 3 metres. So it's a quality field and only 3 metres between the back markers and the front markers.
And we saw earlier in the semi-finals that Rob Ballard, who competed in the semi, he's won 3 of these. And it's one of the prestigious events on the calendar, apart from, as you say, apart from the gift. There we see Anthony Louisi, who's one of the Nigerians who was in the Games relay team, and he's got a personal best of 10:24, and he can run. He was very impressive, but just got run out on Saturday.
Well, the Americans certainly love this race. Greg Sadler has performed well in it before. Be interesting to see what John Woods can do here out of white. There's the man in yellow, Aaron Ruse Serrett. Very talented young athlete, and he's got a few people talking in the athletics world as an up-and-comer.
Yeah, he's only young, but the depth of Australian sprinting is just sensational, and the quality of the performances. You've got Adam Miller in there, who's run a 10:17 PB only a few weeks ago. So this is a quality event. So look, John Woods.
So they're down at the start there, and they'll be moving up shortly. Just a reminder to you that we will be bringing you the Australia Post Stawell Gift final live if you are in Melbourne. And for the rest of the country, you will be joining us at half-time in the football. So the starter, Morris Campbell, issuing the instructions for this prestigious event. Just the 3 metres between all of the runners here. Atmosphere building towards the final, coming up in around 50 minutes' time. Stawell Chamber of Commerce and Industry, backmarkers invitation. Almost in a perfect line across with the staggers. Woods and Miller off to reasonable starts. Alozi got a terrific start from the red. Over on the other side, Cole and Shee going well. But look at Alozi. Flew out of the blocks, took control at halfway. Woods is going to come at him. Alozi just got there, I think, from the yellow. Rouge Serret, who's flown on the line. And Woods has made it interesting as well. But I think Anthony Alozi has hung on. He catapulted out of the blocks from scratch.
Well, that was a brilliant run by Anthony Alozi. He really used his 60-metre speed and he got a good break on them. But let's have a look at the start here. Look at the red and look how quick he is out of the blocks. He's got a quarter of a metre on John Woods, who is a very, very fast starter as well. And then in the yellow, Anthony Rouge Serret. So there's the running right in the middle of the pack, and John Woods starts to make a lunge at it, but Anthony Alozi, he just hung on from John Woods. So that's a good introduction for the American.
So Anthony Alozi, what a brilliant performance. He did start to feel the effect of that brilliant start, but he knew he got them. It's amazing with professional runners or runners of any description, really. The margin can be so slender, Chris, and you know this from experience, but you know whether you've won or lost in most cases.
Yeah, and you could tell on their faces whether they've won, you know, and even if it's a matter of 3 inches, so it's the width of a shoulder, that you know whether you've won that race or not. And I was very impressed with John Woods because he's never run on grass before, and over the 3 runs that he's had, he has improved all the way through it. And I think he'll come back next year and be a better runner. Hopefully he does come back.
Oh, I'm sure he will. So really the stage is set in a lot of ways now, with the quality sprinters doing their thing at the backmarkers invitation. And Ian Cohen, let's join our winner, Anthony Alozi.
Thanks very much, Peter. Anthony, boy, there were some all-star heroes in there, past winners, Olympians, and you beat them all.
Yeah, it's unbelievable to run from the scratch. I can't believe I can run the race. It's unbelievable. It's very hard, you know, to run from the scratch. I really thank God for today's race.
You did really well, mate. Congratulations. You don't go home empty-handed. Well done, Anthony.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for the sponsorship.
Yes, well done to Anthony Alozi, thanking everyone there. And the backmarker is always such a spectacular event. Well, as I said, Melbourne viewers, you'll be staying with us all the way through to the Australia Post Stawell Gift Final. The rest of you will be joining us for the big one at halftime in our coverage of the football between Hawthorn and Melbourne. So it's just around the corner now. One name is going to be added to the Australia Post Stawell Gift Hall of Fame on a roll, and shortly we'll find out who it is.
Hello, George Danikian. In 10 years, Victoria's road toll climbs with the death of 3 defence personnel after their car crashes into the ocean at Queenscliff. Fire investigators looking at arson as a possible cause of a Doncaster kindergarten fire, and the new plan to better protect and promote Victoria's Great Ocean Road. Melbourne's weather, a fine day, a top of 27.
Get ready for 2 massive nights of Loser.
Tonight, it's Courtney versus Manolita in the biggest elimination yet.
Then tomorrow, in a 90-minute special, every eliminated contestant will get a second chance.
Thursday. Things get busy on Thursdays. Night classes are popular, and so are you. You can let your hair down on Thursday. Sporting teams train harder on Thursdays. And Thursday night is late night shopping. Not that you need to go. Australia Post delivers online orders to your door so you'll have less to do every day. Australia Post, part of every day.
Are you tired of starving yourself with shakes, pills and fat diets? Are you tired of struggling for hours in the gym? Then you need to give your abs the royal treatment. Help flatten that stomach and eliminate love handles. Introducing the Ab King Pro, designed to give you flat, sexy, rock-hard abs. Imagine losing inches as you watch TV. Plus, the Ab King Pro gives you 4 levels of resistance. It's perfect for every fitness level and folds for easy storage under your bed.
I feel great. I look down at my stomach. I don't even have a stomach anymore, and I just hop out of bed, look in the mirror, and it's nice just to look down and not see a stomach.
Using the Ab King system, I lost 105 pounds. There's not many words you can say on how happy I am about myself. I feel absolutely great.
Call and the Ab King Pro can be yours on a risk-free home trial for just $19.95. That's right, you can try it in your own home for 30 days and all you pay is $19.95 delivery. We know you'll love the results of the home trial and we'll just charge the balance to your credit card at the end of the trial period. What an offer, but you must call now. Plus, pay in full by credit card and we'll also include our 10-day slim down plan and our 3-minute Burn It Up DVD free for ordering right now. Have the flat, sexy abs you've always wanted. Call the number on your screen now and try the Ab King Pro and our amazing in-home trial. You have nothing to lose except the kilos.
What's deadlier than a stingray? Deadlier than a box jellyfish? And even deadlier than a shark? 8 o'clock tonight. What's plunged Bondi into panic?
Absolutely out of control.
Bondi Rescue. 8 o'clock tonight.
It is an absolutely glorious part of the world with a population of around 7,000. Stawell lying at the foot of the Grampians and the great Western wine region. Such a beautiful town. And things haven't changed too much here at Central Park. The old grandstand, the beautiful gates. Gold, of course, was discovered nearby in 1853. Continues to be found in Victoria's largest operating mine. And there's so much to do in this part of the world, be it on the water or be it in those beautiful parks which have recovered from the fires in the Halls Gap area. It really is a lovely part of the world. Well, this is a busy part of the world, Ian Cohen. What's happening in the betting ring?
It certainly is, Peter, but it's nice in and amongst the shade. Plenty of people here in the betting ring. John Henry with us once again. John, let's run through the Australia Post Stawell Gift final.
Right, you've got Alan, who's probably got the second fastest time up now. You can get 250 in the ring. McFarlane, who's got the fastest, is odds on as far as I'm concerned. And then a bit of a raffle out of the others.
So it could still be wide open, but they've been the two that have been favourites early on, and it seems they're carrying the money at the moment, Peter.
Gee, I wish I had been able to get the $6 that he had up for Nathan Allen a few minutes ago. Here's the start list for the Bill Howard 100-metre final. Andrew Howell in red, 6 metres. John Canabo from WA, white, 6 metres. Troy Caratiana is from Sunbury, 6.75 metres. Lee Hunter in yellow from 7 metres. Jared Mapstone green, 7.5. Aris Zamora, 7.75 from Southbank in pink. Jason Benny from Hawthorn, 8 metres. And Trevor Anderson is the limit man here of 11 metres, 28-year-old from Sydney. So let's have a look at some of the field here. The man in red is Andrew Howell from New South Wales. He's been a busy boy.
Well, he's had 3 semi-final runs already today, but a very, very promising athlete, trained by Paul Singleton up in New South Wales, and he's done. He should run very well today. Been very impressive.
John Canabo, the man in white, was born in Ghana. He's only been running for 13 months, and he's a sonographer, and I'm sure you know what that is, Chris, but For those who don't, it's involving ultrasound technology.
Thanks, Peter.
Pleasure. Bill Howard Handicap Final. Trevor Anderson on the left of the picture is going to be the bunny. Benny's coming after him. Now the man in yellow, Hunter, is also running on in the white. Canabo and the red Howl coming through. But over on the outside, again, using your handicap. Trevor Anderson of Sydney has used the 11-metre handicap, and the 28-year-old mechanic who was runner-up at Wangaratta in 2006 and is trained by the 84 gift winner in Paul Singleton, has done just that, used his handicap and won.
Well, I think they've got the quinella between the stable, but what we've been saying all afternoon is the fact that the outmarkers have used the handicap very, very well. It's a little bit of a soft track, and you can see that Anderson's got a bit of break on them. Howley's stablemate's coming hard at the end of the line and is probably just missed him by about a metre, but a good quinella for Paul Singleton on Stawell Gift 2007.
Yes, the man who won in 84, Paul Singleton, will certainly remember that race, and so too will Trevor Anderson from Sydney. He's actually only been running for 2 years, so what an experience that must be to win at Stawell after just a couple of years in your career. Well done to Trevor Anderson. Terrific run by Andrew Howell to probably just get up and get second in front of Jason Benny of Hawthorn in the black, who was in third spot. There's a section of the crowd, the beautiful old grandstand. You won't see any clouds today. There's hardly a cloud in the sky. It is the most picture-perfect day that we could possibly imagine for the gift. And they've done really well here. I think a lot of people came here, Chris, expecting that we were going to see a pretty dry arena, but they've been using recycled water from the Great Western area, and it looks a picture today. As too does our winner, Trevor Anderson, with Ian Cohen.
Trevor, congratulations. Bill Howard, of course, a famous name here at Stawell, and you've taken out his event.
Mate, this is unreal. It's my first win. To do it here makes it even better.
What about using that handicap? You're out there and you could feel them coming behind you.
Mate, you can always hear them. It's just a matter of whether you hold it to the end.
What's it mean to you to win on a day like today, Australia Post Stawell Gift final day?
Unreal. Speechless.
And what will you be doing with the money?
Haven't planned that yet. We'll have a few beers tonight. Start with that.
Congratulations, Trevor. Well done.
Thank you.
Sounds like a good start to me.
But it's the fact that they've won a stash on Stawell Monday, and he'll hold that in great stead.
And the winner receives $740, so by the sound of it, that's going to go on the bar. And here's a few blokes who would have had a few celebratory drinks over the years. The veterans in the Necropolis Florist and Cafe 100 metres. Before we look at that, here's the result of the Bill Howard 100 metres final. Trevor Anderson in 10.59. Andrew Howell did get home hard and got second in 10.67, and John Canabo was third, in fact, just in front of Jason Benny, and they both recorded the same time of 10.71. So what happens in that circumstance is it goes down to thousands in some cases. All right, the Necropolis Florist and Cafe 100 metre veterans. And we've got some of the gentlemen who've been coming here for a long, long time. Robert Lehman, the winner of the Bendigo 10,000 back in 1998, is now a VAL, Victorian Athletic League board member. He comes out of red. Todd Ireland, three-time gift finalist. He's made too many semis to count. Gene Moore from blue is off 5 metres, the man from Hoppers Crossing, former Latrobe gift winner. Walter Pasquale, who was a finalist in 1990 here at Stawell. Dean McLennan, 7.75 metres, likes skiing, but running might be the thing to do today. David Kavanagh from Pink off 8 metres, 35-year-old painter, won 2 events at Ararat last year. Stephen Hoole from Black, from Carlton, and Brendan Boyle from Berwick in grey.
Well, we've seen all weekend. Look at the front, Steve Hurl, the Cat is his nickname, and Brendan Boyle. They've got the fast times.
So Boyle and Hurl away okay. The blue, Moore starting to come through, and now Ireland running on in the yellow. Walter Pasquale in the middle. Ireland flashing at him, and Todd Ireland, the perennial visitor, has got up to win in the veterans race. Todd Ireland, he's experienced some wonderful moments here at Stawell. 3-time finalist in 1990, 2001, 2002, and he's finished off brilliantly.
Well, he had to overcome Wally Pasquale in the yellow. Got a little bit of a bob, as we would say. Got a bit of a fly, but Todd Ireland's used all his experience and run him down to the last 5 metres. You could see that in the yellow. But Wally got a bit of a start on the rest of the field and used it effectively. You know, he didn't get called, so he kept going. So he's a true pro runner. These blokes have been around for a while. That's why it's the affectionately known as the old man's race. But well done to Todd Ireland. I can't remember how many times he's been one up here either.
Oh, remarkable. He's been in the semi-finals that many times. It's well over a dozen, and I'm sure he must be really delighted. He's got a great family that backs him all the way here at Stawell. Ian Cohen, talk to a delighted winner.
He certainly is delighted at the moment. He's also out of breath. They know it. They love it as the old man's race. But Todd, you've taken it out. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Ian. Oh, it's great to win here. I've been coming into my 20th year. I've been in like three Stawell Gift finals. I've been in 3 Jack Donaldson finals, you know, Arthur Postle final. I never won one here, so to win a sash, tops off my career, really. I'm just happy to win one here.
Great to have a sash on the Monday. What about the support crew here? You got plenty here supporting you.
Yeah, had a great bunch of blokes. They've had a great year themselves, and I've been sort of left empty-handed. I've been knocking on the door all year and hadn't won a sash, and thought my chance to run out, but to finally get one here, you know, geez, fantastic.
And Todd, just quickly, who do you like in the final?
Oh, I've sort of liked McFarlane a bit all year, and but you know, it's very open. The winds are a bit fluky in the semis, so you know, it's could go anywhere. You know.
We'll leave you with the family. Well done. Congratulations, Todd Ireland.
Yes, a very popular winner, Todd Ireland, in 10.93 in the Veterans Handicap final. Walter Pasquale 10.96 and Brendan Boyle in 10.97. The atmosphere is building. We still have the Lorraine Donnan 400 metres for women's to come as we get closer to the Australia Post Stawell Gift of 2007. Stay with us here at Central Park.
They've spent decades preparing a new threat. Now the FBI are on their case.
Nazis are very good at covering the tracks.
Can 4 agents take down a new breed of terrorism? New numbers, 9:30 Tuesday.
Friday. Food tastes better on a Friday. People dress differently on Fridays. People are happier. The sun's brighter. Friday's a fun day, wherever you are. Australia Post is helping local communities celebrate art, promote health, and bring sport and the future to life every day. Australia Post, part of every day.
Warning! What you're about to see will get you in the best shape of your life. If you're tired of starving yourself, doing hundreds of ab exercises and spending money on expensive gimmicks and still not seeing results, then get ready for a breakthrough. Introducing the Ab King Pro, designed to give you flat, sexy, rock-hard abs. Look, ordinary machines only give you a 90-degree range of motion, but the Ab King Pro's secret is in its amazing 200-degree range of motion that targets your upper, lower, middle abs and obliques. You'll firm and flatten your stomach in days, not months. Are you tired of starving yourself with shakes, pills and fad diets? Are you tired of struggling for hours in the gym? Then you need to give your abs the royal treatment. Help flatten that stomach and eliminate love handles. Imagine losing inches. Watch TV. Plus, the Ab King Pro gives you 4 levels of resistance. It's perfect for every fitness level and folds for easy storage under your bed.
I feel great. I look down at my stomach. I don't even have a stomach anymore, and I just hop out of bed, look in the mirror, and it's nice just to look down and not see a stomach.
Using the Ab King system, I lost 105 pounds. There's not many words you can say on how happy I am about myself. I feel absolutely great.
Call and the Ab King Pro can be yours on a risk-free home trial for just $19.95. That's right, you can try it in your own home for 30 days and all you pay is $19.95 delivery. We know you'll love the results of the home trial and we'll just charge the balance to your credit card at the end of the trial period. What an offer, but you must call now. Plus, pay in full by credit card and we'll also include our 10-day slim down plan and our 3-minute Burn It Up DVD free for ordering right now. Have the flat, sexy abs you've always wanted. Call the number on your screen now and try the Ab King Pro and our amazing in-home trial. You have nothing to lose except the kilos.
Jamie's gone a little Burko. In a special 1-hour episode,
Wham!
he'll make your taste buds go totally loco.
Ooh, nice, comfy. Wow. Incredible.
1 hour, Jamie at home, 7:30 Thursday.
Central Park is certainly looking picturesque, and welcome back to our coverage of the Australia Post Stawell Gift. The betting ring is certainly very, very noisy behind me, and I've got one man who knows all about the odds and beating the odds and winning the title here. He did it in 1957, 50 years ago. Jack Carr. Jack, great to have you on the telecast, and tell us, what was it like in 1957?
Well, it hasn't changed much. It's still a great weekend, and lots of people love professional running. I'd say that in those days we had more interest in it, but the young people now have got nice cars and they don't seem to sponsor the place as well as they used to.
750 quid you won in those days. What did you do with it?
I don't know. I'm still trying to work it out, where it's gone. We got a bit out of the bookmakers. That's the best part of it. But I wasn't worried about the money. All I wanted to do was win the race.
It must have been a terrific time. And do you get butterflies when you come back even 50 years later?
Oh, well, I don't know what you'd call them, butterflies or come for a good time.
Who do you like? We're in the betting ring. Who do you like in the final?
Oh, it looks like the favourite's a good thing. And I think...
McFarlane and Allen, you like both of those?
Allen runs second, and I think King out on the limit might make it hard for him.
Congratulations on taking it out 50 years ago. Great to see you still becoming and being a part of it. Just part of the rich history here at Central Park. Jack Carr, he did it 50 years ago.
Yes, wonderful to see him here, and Jack can go and have a look in the Hall of Fame and see his name up there with all the winners. 1957, 10.5 yards, and he ran 11 8/10. There's the field for the women's 400-metre handicap, sponsored by Endura and Lorraine Donnan. It's the race that carries her name. Tamsin Lewis off scratch. Stephanie Molliker, 17 metres, winner of the Ballarat Gift in 2004. Belinda Trembath from Orimba, 28 years of age, comes off 26 metres. Billy Joe Peterson, well, that'd be a double. She won the Fashions on the Field. She might win the Lorraine Donnan as well. She's from 34. Celia Cosgriff, green. Jackie Crane from pink. Tara Gleeson from black off 51, and Nicole Flower goes out of grey in 59 metres is her start. But of course, most of the eyes will be on the 11-time national champion in Tamsin Lewis, who has a big start to give away, up to 59 metres in a 400. That's remarkable.
Well, it's an awesome start that she's got to give, but she ran very well on Saturday. She was in the fastest of the heats, so she's going to be in there with a good show. But I do like Billy Joe Peterson, that she won the Fashions in the Field, and I was the judge.
Yes.
But I think that she was also very, very impressive on Saturday.
By the look of what we saw of the Fashions on the Field, as we look at Tamsin, who wouldn't be out of place in Fashions on the Field as well, Fashions on the Field was harder to pick than the Gift, because everyone looked lovely, including your good self, no doubt.
Oh, look, resplendent. But there was 30 ladies, and they looked absolutely fantastic, and we had about 4 minutes in which to judge. And I was sweating, Peter.
Well, it's never taken you that long to determine the talent around the place, and you obviously did a very good job. So good luck to Billy Joe Peterson. Stephanie Molliker, who's in the white here, was also involved. Nicole Flower, now she's making her 4th appearance here. She's gone 52.82 in the heats. So if she can run 52.82 off 59 metres, gosh, it's going to be hard for Tamsin.
Well, that's the thing. Again, what we've been seeing all afternoon, they're using their front mark. And, I'm not going to bet against them at the moment.
Tamsin Lewis, a member of that 4x400 metres team at the Commonwealth Games in Melbourne last year that won gold in those controversial circumstances. She won the Women's Gift here, going back 7 years ago. She's the current 400 and 800 national champion. She's won 11 national championships. A quality athlete. And of course has been in the headlines a fair bit over the past 12, 15 months, but we tend to forget sometimes that she is a quality athlete.
Yeah, and I think that she's been running in outstanding form, and I think that she's really starting to come into her own, and the 400 and 800 at Nationals, she's running as well as I think she's ever run.
Now, I'm just a bit worried about Stephanie Molliker, because on the information we got, it says interests, and it says she loves cooking everything, friends. Now, I don't know whether that means she enjoys her friends or she enjoys cooking her friends.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the former.
Bit of Hannibal Lecter about her.
Let's move on. They're just about ready for the Endura Lorraine Donnan 400 metres. Nicole Flower, the outmarker on 59. Tamsin Lewis off scratch in red. Well, Tamsin got a good start, and her first target is going to have to be Stephanie Molliker in the white. Now, Nicole Flower still maintaining a lead. She had 8 metres on Tara Gleeson at the start, and she is running well. Now, the runner in yellow, Billy Joe Peterson, is starting to make some strong ground down the back. She's up to third. She's got past Jackie Crane in pink. Tamsin's a long way back at halfway. Couldn't possibly see her winning, but the bunny, Nicole Flower, is giving them something to chase as they come off the back. Inside 150 metres to go. She's still well clear. But the runner in second placing, starting to bridge the gap in Tara Gleeson. Nicole Flower's run hard. Gleeson is coming after her. Nicole Flower now going up and down to the one spot. Here comes Belinda Trembath from blue, who's starting to fly home. Might be a little too late though. And Tara Gleeson is going to get over the line from Belinda Trembath and Billy Joe Peterson. And Tamsin has run really well, Tamsin Lewis, at the end of the race. But again, it's a runner using the handicap well. And Tara Gleeson has done that in black. Well done.
Gee, that's a hard run. You know, you can see how distressed they are. It's a hot day here at Stawell, and they really went hard early, and that made it all the more hard. You could see in the back straight that Tamsin Lewis had a long way to catch up, and look at the start that she's having to give here. 17 metres to Stephanie Molliker, who also ran a good race, so she's got a long way to catch up and get contact. But they, as we go down the back straight, they have really put a spurt on. You can see in the middle of the pack there that they were really going hard, and they're still recovering. Tears of joy.
Yes, it's all a bit emotional down there. Ian Cohen's right on the spot.
Thanks very much, Peter. I am right on the spot. Tara, congratulations on the win. It's taken everything out of you.
I'm gone. I can't believe it.
Easter Monday, Stawell Gift, got a sash. What does it mean?
Oh, hell of a lot. Hell of a lot. I got a text. Got a text from Dad before the heat yesterday, and that really fired me up. Mum and Dad, you are the two of the strongest people I know. Thank you. And also, go to Smile Therapy in Hawthorn. If you need any work done, go to them. I wouldn't be running without them.
Well, you got the plug in. They certainly got you across the line. Could you hear the others coming behind you?
Oh yes. I was just concentrating on Nicole, trying to get her, trying to run my own race, but I can't believe it.
Congratulations. We'll let you celebrate. Well done on the win.
And look at that. Tara just had nothing left at the end, both physically and emotionally. There's a good illustration of what winning at Stawell can mean. Tara Gleeson from 51 metres, 37 years of age, making her 17th appearance here at Stawell. She won the 400 back in 1999, and she has won the Lorraine Donnan here today, and didn't it mean something to her? She can hardly stand up. She's got those rubbery legs happening, all of the emotion, all of the physical toll just now becoming evident for Tara Gleeson, but when she recovers, boy, it's going to be worth celebrating. Now, the Ace Radio 800 metres handicap, and this is going to be the last of our events before the big one, the 2007 Australia Post Stawell Gift Final. And there are some of the runners. Corey Lawson won in Ballarat in 2007 this year. Matthew Sandilands comes off 50 metres. He won the Keeler 800 metres this year. Mark Hepworth, well, he's just competing at his 27th stall. Amanda Crook goes in amongst the boys. She comes off 100 metres, won at Rye this year. And Chris Dixon, a winner of the mile at Stawell in 2005.
Well, here's a fantastic event. Mark Hepworth and Alan Cook. Alan Cook won 22 years ago. Must be all these old blokes don't know when to give it away, but they're running absolutely fantastically well.
Yes, the man in green we're talking about, Alan Cook, who is a former boundary umpire, I think, in football. And as Chris said, 1985, 21 years ago, he won the 800. Brendan Littercoat in pink won the front markers mile last year. Peter O'Donnell in black won at Maryborough last year. Chris Brown in grey won the Bendigo mile this year and is actually trained by Mark Hepworth. So at least Mark Hepworth will have a bit of a target to catch the man he trains. Whether he goes past him, of course, is another matter. I'm sure he'll be trying his heart out.
Well, push him in front. So, but again, it's going to be the guys out in front that are going to use their marks. And we've seen it in the 400 again. Use their marks and make the back marker in Lawson off 38. Try and catch him. That's a big start that they've got to give away.
I'll ask you a question you possibly can't answer, but the fact that the track is a little bit spongy, is it making it difficult for the back markers, more difficult than it normally would be?
Yeah, it does. A spongy track means that your feet are actually going into the track and there's not as much bounce. So it is harder, you're working harder, and obviously you're working for longer because you're running further.
And we thank Ace Radio for their support and all of the sponsors who've supported this great carnival, especially Australia Post for their support of the Stawell Gift, which is coming up in a little more than 20 minutes from now. The atmosphere building towards the big one. Ace Radio Cat Final. Away they go, and it's Dixon and Crook and Brown and O'Donnell who have the big starters. They go down the back. There is Chris Dixon, number 10, out in front of Amanda Crook, carrying the brown as they go down the back straight the first time. Chris Brown in grey, still in third spot, and the man in black, Peter O'Donnell, has settled down fourth, and they've already got a good size gap from the pink Brendan Litticoat, who's dropped back 15 metres off them.
Well, he's sitting in a bit of no man's land, isn't he? There's two packs. There's the leading pack, Litticoat in the middle, and then the second major pack of Alan Cook leading them through.
So then the task falls to Andrew Curran and Alan Cook, who are going stride for stride now. They've got to get across the gap, and all of a sudden the pink Litticoat has got across that gap, and he has joined them. Looked as though it might have been a controlled move because he has swept to the front past the bell with about 300 or a little more to run, and Litticoat makes a bit of a dash into the back straight, but the man in second placing is Chris Brown, who is stalking him. Dixon hanging on, now hooking to the outside. Alan Cook is starting to make some ground, and he's moved up into fourth spot and is running on, and Corey Lawson, the red runner, is making big strides from the back.
Well, that's an impressive move. They're really starting to go. They've got 200 metres to go now. This is where it's all going to count, and they're starting to pick the pace up.
So the pink Brendan Litticoat is in front. He's got a nice gap. The man in black, Peter O'Donnell, gets to second, and here comes the red. They love a red runner here. Corey Lawson, has he got enough left in the tank? Litticoat turns 4 metres in front. Lawson is mowing him down though. Corey Lawson runs up to Brendan Litticoat within sight of the line, and what a run. The back marker gets up to win the 800 final. Corey Lawson, the 29-year-old from Clayton. That is a wonderful victory, and listen to the reception he receives. They love a red runner here at Stawell.
He falls into the arms of his trainer, Wally Meechan, and what a great run. As you say, they love a red runner, but didn't he time it well? Litticoat made the running. He went hard for the last 200, but Lawson timed his run to perfection. Here's another athlete. He's got nothing left in the tank. I think Wally's actually holding him up. But here we are, we're at about the 250 metre mark, and you can see Corey Lawson moving into fourth, fifth place, just going past Alan Cook. But Litticoat out in front is making his way to the finish line. But he's opened up a big break. But Lawson's probably 10 metres behind him as they've come into the straight.
Brilliant tactical race, wasn't it? Just perfect from Corey Lawson.
And here he comes. You can sort of see that straight at Stawell is only 60 to 7 metres long.
Listen to the crowd reception when he crosses the line here. Fantastic reception from the crowd. They just love seeing someone come from the back. What a performance from Corey Lawson. Let's hear from him now.
Corey, congratulations. What a run. Wearing red, you stormed home and the crowd absolutely loved it.
The red is certainly the colour of honour. And after previous history, there's no chance of going to get beaten today.
It must have been burning there. You just knew you wanted. You're cramping up a bit there, mate, are you?
Needle-lane. Hard work.
What about your supporters? They just flocked to you. They were running nearly as quick as you.
There's some spares amongst us, that's for sure. No matter what their age is.
What was it like? Take us through the race. You just knew that you'd eventually get there?
Well, if I ran a controlled first lap, I knew that I had the power and the energy to get over the top of all of them, so I'm absolutely wrapped.
A few celebratory runs tonight, Corey?
I think that's on the cards. And I'll be home tomorrow.
Congratulations, Corey. Well done. It's certainly taking it out from the back mark. Well done.
29 years of age, Corey Lawson certainly has something to celebrate, and congratulations to Brendan Liddicoat, who ran so bravely in the Ace Radio 800 metres handicap final. There's a picture that'll go on the mantelpiece, and they'll remember this day at Stawell for a long time to come. And so too will the man who wins our next race, because it is the big one. We are getting closer to one of Australia's iconic sporting events, the Australia Post Stawell Gift of 2007. The final is just around the corner.
Hello, George Danikian. In 10 News, 3 servicemen on counter-terrorism training at Swan Island killed after their car careers into the ocean. Work choices legislation could be shortchanging Aussie workers to the tune of millions, and an estimated $200,000 damage bill after suspicious fire at a Doncaster kindergarten. A fine day tomorrow, top of 25 degrees.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Next, we'll make Sam
Australia Post is helping winemakers from all around Australia bring a splash of red to every day. Australia Post, part of every day.
Do you know what's lurking in your heating and cooling ducts? Dust, mites, filth, even vermin, germs and bacteria, poised to pollute your home or office and bring illness and disease.
Don't pollute your environment. Let the professionals at Cheapest Chips clean your heating and cooling ducts now. Their special high-pressure cleaning system guarantees to have all your ducts spotless, improving your system's efficiency and giving you cleaner and healthier air. For a free quote for your home or office, call Cheapest Chips 9826 1111. Cheapest Chips for cleaner air.
I really did it. I went from this to this, and I did it with Celebrity Slim. Celebrity Slim is an easy and healthy way to lose weight, and you don't have to make huge changes to your lifestyle. It's designed to help you lose weight and, more importantly, keep it off. Celebrity Slim is exclusive to Priceline and Priceline pharmacies, so come in and get the support and the know-how. An easy and fun way to lose weight? I did it, and so can you. What have you got to lose?
Now, I bet you've seen these before for 30, 40, 50% off. Buy one, get one free. It doesn't matter what they say, Vista are still cheaper. For cheaper prices and a free in-home measure and quote, call Vista on 13 16 13.
The hand pass on its way. There goes the kick. Look at that face. It's long, it's long, it's long. It's a goal.
AFL World. Put yourself in the action. Open 10 till 6 daily.
What a day. Centimetre perfect.
She's a public nuisance.
You're lying on the ground in a very nice restaurant.
The cops think it's funny.
Wait, don't arrest us!
But they didn't see this coming.
Oh, is she gonna get in the car?
Cops, 9:30 tonight on 10.
Less than 15 minutes before the start of the Australia Post Stawell Gift final of 2007, a time for the athletes to be on their own and compose themselves normally. But we're going to be hearing from one of them in what is a first here at Stawell. Let's go down to Ian Cohen at the start.
Thank you very much, Peter. You can see the athletes there working on the blocks behind me, putting them on those marks. They've been given those specific marks. That's the marks they're running off. The hammers are working hard, the minds are working hard, the bodies are working hard, and you can see all the blocks across there. The support staff, the iPods are in, the minds are just getting focused. One of the favourites is Nathan Allen. He's been kind enough to join us. Nathan, good luck, obviously. We're only moments away. What's going through your mind at the moment?
I'm not thinking about too much, really. Just making sure that my blocks are set up right. Just little things like that. I'm just confident in what I've been doing for the weekend, and my body's right. So I just think I just have to make it happen.
The build-up's been enormous. You've got your competitors around you. They're all trying to psych themselves in and probably psych you out as well. What's the feeling in the stomach? How good is it?
Believe it or not, I never get nervous. I see it's wasted energy. I know I've done the work, and I know I'm strong enough. I know I'm fast enough. I know these conditions suit me more than any of the other boys. I'm the fastest guy over 60 metres in Australia, and I'm going to put him under a lot of pressure.
You certainly are a pocket rocket. It's the 126th running of the Australia Post Stawell Gift. Just a piece of history would be great to take home.
Yeah, 4 Queenslanders, that's all it's won in 126 years. I want to be the 5th, and it's a long time between drinks. We had Ken Trewick in 1950 and then Stuart Ullman in 2002. That's should be a lot closer than that, and I hope all the guys in Queensland are looking at what I'm doing and Brett Robinson last year and realise we can make the finals of the big ones.
Nathan, good luck over 120 in only a few moments' time.
Thanks, 120 is nothing, mate.
Nathan Allen there, who was kind enough to join us. He's one of the favourites, but you can feel the tension, Peter, down here at the starting line as we get ready for the Australia Post Stawell Gift.
Well, if you can feel it now, Ian, imagine what it's going to be like in about 10 minutes' time, because this is the ritual where the trainers have done their job and the families have done their job, and now when you stand on those blocks, Chris Perry, it must be a pretty solitary feeling. You know that it's up to you after that for 12 seconds.
It's an amazing experience because you're just looking down that track, you're looking at the other end of the track, and you just feel this atmosphere of you're just alone in this space. And what I was impressed with Nathan Allen, very, very calm, very collected.
And terrific to hear that he's also cognizant of the history of the gift as well. Well, I think it's time now. Why don't we look back at the 6 semi-finals and just see what did take place earlier in the day along this famous track up the hill to the finish here at Stawell over the 120 metres, although they have made a few changes to the track here at Central Park. And we're going to recap the Stawell Gift semi-finals from earlier on. So let's have a look at the first semi-final. Sean Fletcher, the man to watch here in blue.
Well, he was the surprise package. You could have got a 100-1 on him on Friday night, and he has stormed past Jared Marr. A little bit untidy, head starting to bobble around, but I think that was a fantastic effort to make his way into a Stawell Gift final.
He ran 12.44. Now keep an eye out for Nathan Allen in white. This was ultra impressive.
Oh, he blitzed them over the 60, as he said. He's very quick over 60. Nearly a 4-metre headwind. So don't worry about the times that he's run. It's who he beat, and how he did it. Very impressive.
In semi-final number 3, watch out for Nick Sampieri in pink.
Well, again, he's used his handicap in the pink, out in the front. The back markers are starting to come to him, but he's just maintained his form and run all the way through. Another great run.
Semi-final number 4, the gift favourite, Ian McFarlane in blue.
This bloke looks like he can run. He's got the very, very smooth action. Improved from Saturday. Very smooth, very rhythmic, and away he went. And I think he's a very good, talented athlete.
On the left of your picture in black, Evan King in semi-final number 5 reaches his 4th final.
Well, he's running for the dowry for his daughters here, but out off 10 metres, he's held off a very fast finishing Scott and got through to his 4th Stawell Gift final.
And a terrific finish in the 6th of the semi-finals. Matthew Callard in pink by a whisker.
Wasn't this a cracker of a semi-final? You got the pink, the blue, the white. Peter O'Dwyer's hanging out there in the black, and Callard and Finnegan. And it was an... Finnegan had a bit of a look. He had a bit of a look, which, as if in athletics, if you're not focusing and dipping forward, gee, it was that close.
Yeah, it was very close, and we're going to have a close final, a close look at certainly the favourite at the moment. Favourite Nathan Allen right there in contention. Ian Cohen's been now, Ian.
Yes, thanks very much, Peter. This is what they're racing for, the W.J. Millard Perpetual Trophy. In about 10 minutes' time, someone will be taking this home, along with, of course, first prize and, more importantly, the sash here from Stawell on Easter Monday. John Henry's with us again. John, it seems to be a race in two as far as the odds go.
It looks that way, Ian, but the way the money's fallen, and it doesn't look like changing from that.
Okay, so you like, at the moment, McFarlane at $1.50 and $2 in for Allen.
That's right, but I'd like to see Callard win.
Of course he would. He's speaking with his coach's hat on as well. So, Peter, all is in readiness. The bookies' ring certainly still a hive of activity.
Yes, we're building and building towards the big moment, and we've been building since 1878 when W.J. Millard won the first gift. It may only take 10 or 12 seconds or thereabouts, but it has created heroes in the 130 odd years of its being.
It's one of the iconic sporting events in this country. For more than 125 years, fans have descended on Stawell for Australia's richest and most famous foot race. And each year, Stawell has bounced back from drought, flooding plains or rich rivers of gold to put on its Easter show. Men displaying the confidence of youth, at the peak of their physical powers and trained to the second, arrive ready to race into the history books. The Stawell Gift shapes the life of the winner and quite often haunts the losers, who can carry a defeat by mere millimetres to their grave. And betting stings have more than just the runners praying for the right outcome. Through the decades, Stawell's Easter Gift has reflected our changing society. Baggy singlets and shorts for the runners, juxtaposed with spectators dressed to the nines. All the while, the fabled grass track at Central Park has seen legends forged in a foot race of folklore. Today, 6 finalists pass through the gates at Central Park this Easter Monday to chase Stawell glory, knowing they will race in the footsteps of previous winners and their life will be forever defined by their victory. Not all are Olympians. Many winners never got that chance. But the winners come from all walks of life, like the first man to claim the gift twice, Bill Howard.
Howard wins the Stawell Gift and falls very heavily on the track.
Or the flying Madagascan, Ravello, who won from scratch. They are recognised as the world's best.
Number 50, Edmondson is coming fast up the outside. Edmondson is going to win this one. He's right to the front. Edmondson, Irvine crashes the line.
And Linkford, more Donan Linkford, then back to Graham McNeil. Donan in front. It's Donan Stawell Gift. Donan first, Linkford second.
Some, like Scotsman George McNeil, return year after year before tasting Stawell's success. Each Easter, another winner celebrates victory and perhaps becomes a national hero.
Here comes Ross. He's going to rewrite the history books. Josh Ross has done it.
Last year it was a smoky, Adrian Mott, who cheekily added his name to the winners. And as happens each year at this time on Easter Monday, the question is asked of 6 young men. Who will it be? Who will write their name into Australian sporting history as the winner of the Australia Post Stawell Gift?
Spine-tingling stuff to look back on some of those great moments of the past, and the runners are now about to be introduced here at Central Park, and they'll make their way up the track over 120 metres. There is Evan King in his 4th final. 36 years of age. Can he strike a blow for the veterans, Chris Perry?
Oh, look, he's got the time and he's got the pedigree to run, and he's got the handicap, and there is no reason why Evan King can't win this event.
And what about Nick Samperi? How cool does he look? 27 years of age, the son of a bookmaker, making his 4th appearance, and he's going to give them something to chase. Matthew Callard, another one in the veteran class, at 32 years of age, trained by John Henry, as we've already heard. He'll be cheering for him as a trainer, but cheering for others as a bookmaker. And there is the man who is the favourite, Ian McFarlane, 28 years of age from Sydney, making just his 2nd appearance. He's trained by Brian Wright. He's a sports presentation event manager. Didn't start running until he was 23 years of age. And here is the man who was 100 to 1 in the early betting, Sean Fletcher. That would be some sort of upset if he was to get over the top of the more favoured runners.
And what a great thrill for him to be in that final. This is the nervous bit. as you just introduced and starting to run down the track.
And Nathan Allen, well, he spoke about the Queensland heritage in this race. Can he become the 5th Queenslander to do it? So impressive in his semi-final. He's got a big task here because he comes from 5.25 metres. He's giving away starts of up to 4.75 metres. Chris, from your experience, what's going through the athletes' minds after this introduction when they make their way from the finish to the start before coming back the other way?
Well, I remember when I can remember when I won it, but and it was just all a blur. It was you're trying to focus. I remember the finalists as they were being introduced, that one of the competitors, Michael Giulieri, came up and shook my hand, nearly broke my hand, and he looked in my eyes and he tried to psych me out at that time, and I found that out afterwards. But it's a real tension-packed, last few seconds before you have to go down to the blocks. It all starts to become a blur, and you just look, when you're starting to get down to the blocks as they are now, the butterflies are really going. You've really got to start to control your emotions, really got to start to focus on what you're doing, and not only look at the tunnel, but look at the trees and the far ends, because you've got to run right through that line.
Does Ian McFarlane, the man in blue, have any more pressure on him because he is the favourite, or is that something that he's not even thinking about at the moment?
I don't think he'll even be worried about it. I don't even he'll be thinking about it. If he's worried about the fact that he's a favourite, then maybe his race is gone. But by judging by the semi-final, he was absolutely focused, relaxed, and he will be just concentrating on doing the things like all great sportsmen, doing the 1%ers of what you do, what you've been trained to do all year. Get on the blocks, start out, and this is what I've been practicing all year to do.
Matthew Callard in yellow from 8.75 metres, 32 years of age. We've spoken about it before. Many a gift has been won and lost in this circumstance with the athletes to see who can cope best with the pressure.
Well, I think that one of the interesting things that we did see about the fact that the red, the white and the blue are grouped together. Then you've got the yellow, green and pink are grouped together. They've got to break each other to get to the next level. They can't just sit in their own pack and hopefully that it'll drag them through, or that they'll hang on. They've got to get out of that bind of running together.
36 years of age, Evan King in his 4th final. Will Stawell glory finally come to him? The oldest man in the final. Breeze coming left to right and possibly into their faces a little bit. And so now they're alone. It's the calm before the 12-second storm. The Australia Post Stawell Gift final of 2007. The favourite, Ian McFarlane from Sydney in blue. Nathan Allen, the Queenslander, comes from red. Off they go. McFarlane start good. Allen start brilliant. King got a reasonable start. Samperi takes over. Allen's got past them at halfway. McFarlane running through now. Allen hits the lead. Coming at him is the green Samperi. Allen's made a big dive. He might have won. It's very tight, but I think Nathan Allen with the lunge. He's crashed to the turf after the line, but he might have beaten Nick Samperi in a great finish. A wonderful gift. Nathan Allen got the best possible start, and with the lunge, I think he's got there.
Oh, what a fantastic Stawell Gift final. They were across the track. Nathan Allen in the last 5 metres got in front of Nick Samperi. What a great run by the green. Let's have a look at the start. Oh, we're going the head-on shot, Peter.
Well, this will be deceptive, and these two runners are standing down there at the moment with arms around each other, waiting for the verdict to come up. And I think allowing for the angle that Nathan Allen has lunged to glory here. Let's have a look at the race. What a start he got.
He got a brilliant start, but so did Samperi in the green. He's gone past Evan King. Here comes Nathan Allen. McFarlane's just falling off the pace, but Nathan Allen, he's got that. He has won that in a dive for the line. Well done, Nathan Allen, the 5th Queenslander to win. Gerard Keating up in Queensland had a bit to do with Nathan. Fantastic, Keats, well done.
It is official. Nathan Allen is the champion at Stawell in 2007. He becomes the 5th Queenslander to win this famous race in a dramatic finish. 29 years of age, so composed that he could even speak before the start. Let's spare a thought for Nick Sampieri, who ran bravely, and millimetres have separated him from a place in Stawell history. There is the official result. Nathan Allen, 12:35 wins in 2007. Nick Sampieri in 12:37. McFarlane, well, he didn't get a great start. Allen did. 12:41 for McFarlane. Callard 4th, King 5th, Sean Fletcher 6th of the finalists in the Stawell Gift of 2007. What a dramatic and thrilling finish. Nathan Allen was composed before the start of the race when he spoke. I wonder what he's going to be like as he speaks as the Stawell Gift champion.
Nathan, congratulations. We spoke to you literally 12 and a half seconds ago and you had the lid on there, you were concentrated, and you can show us now what was written on that arm.
It's kind of private. Something that motivated me. Something happened here 12 months ago, and I'll keep it to myself, I think.
You talked about history. You're the 5th Queenslander to do it. Congratulations. What does it mean to you?
It means everything. It's unbelievable. It means everything because it's the biggest race that guys like me can win. You know, maybe not quite good enough yet to represent Australia, but good enough to win something like this, which is an amazing event, 126 years. You know, if guys talk about wanting to go to the Olympics or winning the Stawell Gift, so this is right up. This is excellent.
Is that something you'd like to do? Change the red in for a bit of green and gold?
Oh, you know, I had a dig at it last year. Finished with good times. This year they picked 9 people for world champs. I've got my confidence back. I've got my speed back. There's 3 guys they picked that my PB's, 2 guys, sorry, that my PB's better than, and mine was into a headwind.
You're now an Australia Post Stawell Gift winner. Take us through the race because it was so tight there at the end.
Oh, well, I could feel the wind coming up. Headwind is exactly what I wanted. You know, if you look through amateur results the last 5 years, no one matches mine into headwinds. Those guys knew that. I knew if I got a good start, put pressure on them early, it didn't matter what they ran in the semis because what goes through your head when someone's right next to you straight away can really put a man off.
Congratulations, the winner of the Australia Post Stawell Gift 2007. Well done.
Thank you very much.
It's a day he'll never forget. The 29-year-old Queenslander, Nathan Allen, is the shortly the those seconds. Nathan Allen. Allen's start brilliant. King got a reasonable start. Sampieri takes over. Allen's got past them at halfway. McFarlane running through now. Allen hits the lead. Coming at him is the green Sampieri. Allen's made a big dive. He might have won. It's very tight, but I think Nathan Allen with the lunge. He's crashed to the turf after the line, but he might have beaten Nick Sampieri in a great finish. A wonderful gift.
You're just minutes away from 10's big Easter Monday clash. Hawthorn Melbourne is coming up next on 10.
Sundays are quiet. Shh. Sundays seem to start later. You should never call a friend before 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Sundays are more rested. You read more on Sundays. At Australia Post, electronic eyes do the reading for us. With the help of new technology, we've got tomorrow covered. Every day. Australia Post, part of every day.
Are you tired of starving yourself with shakes, pills and fad diets? Are you tired of struggling for hours in the gym? Then you need to give your abs the royal treatment. Help flatten that stomach and eliminate love handles. Introducing the Ab King Pro, designed to give you flat, sexy, rock-hard abs. Imagine losing inches as you watch TV. Plus, the Ab King Pro gives you 4 levels of resistance. It's perfect for every fitness level and folds for easy storage under your bed.
I feel great. I look down at my stomach. I don't even have a stomach anymore, and I just hop out of bed, look in the mirror, and it's nice just to look down and not see a stomach.
Using the Ab King system, I lost 105 pounds. There's not many words you can say on how happy I am about myself. I feel absolutely great.
Call and the Ab King Pro can be yours on a risk-free home trial for just $19.95. That's right, you can try it in your own home for 30 days and all you pay is $19.95 delivery. We know you'll love the results of the home trial and we'll just charge the balance to your credit card at the end of the trial period. What an offer, but you must call now. Plus, pay in full by credit card and we'll also include our 10-day slim down plan and our 3-minute Burn It Up DVD free for ordering right now. Have the flat, sexy abs you've always wanted. Call the number on your screen now and try the Ab King Pro on our amazing in-home trial. You have nothing to lose except the kilos.
Do you know what's lurking in your heating and cooling ducts? Dust, mites, filth, even vermin, germs and bacteria, poised to pollute your home or office and bring illness and disease. Don't pollute your environment. Let the professionals at Cheapest Chips clean your heating and cooling ducts now. Their special high-pressure cleaning system guarantees to have all your ducts spotless, improving your system's efficiency and giving you cleaner and healthier air. For a free quote for your home or office, call Cheapest Chips 9826 1111. Cheapest Chips for cleaner air.
Gretel, what's the new dimension?
What's the opening night top secret?
Gretel, is Big Brother telling us everything?
Okay. I'll tell you one thing. What Big Brother promises, he delivers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our coverage of the 2007 Australia Post Stawell Gift. Nathan Allen on the chair of his supporters getting carried around here at Central Park, and what a terrific gift it was. There was only an inch in it, just an eyelash in it in the end, but Nathan Allen good enough to get over the line. I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr Michael White, the president of the Stawell Athletic Club, to begin the presentations. Michael.
Thank you for that. I'd like to congratulate on behalf of the Stawell Athletic Club, the winner, Nathan Allen. I'm sure the crowd would agree it was a fantastic finish. Congratulations. I'd like to introduce from Australia Post, Dennis Atakador.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, what a race. Absolutely fantastic. Australia Post has now been naming rights sponsor for the Stawell Gift for the past 13 years, and we're proud to announce that we'll be continuing that again next year. Thank you. To all competitors and everybody involved with the Stawell Gift, congratulations. It's been a really successful event and well done. And finally, to the runner, to Nathan Allen, congratulations. And congratulations for winning the Stawell Gift, and please accept with our congratulations a cheque for $40,000 from Australia Post.
Thanks so much.
Even better, mate. This is
Nathan, Dennis, just before you speak, Nathan, we will get Carolyn White, as well, the wife of the president of the Stawell Athletic Club, to present the Herald Sun sash to the winner of the Australia Post Stawell Gift.
Thanks, Nate. Thank you very much. Congratulations. No worries. You'll put that on now? Yeah.
While Nathan's putting that on, we also have, of course, the Silver Service tea set presented in memory of
That's nice. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the event year after year. Without them, there wouldn't be this, and well, this is what makes it all go around. Plus, this doesn't help either. It's nice. I want to thank everyone that came down from Queensland. It's a mob of about 15 of them. They've been there since I started running. I was 15 years old. So this is a nice way to celebrate my 15th year in pro running. And to all the people back home in Toowoomba, thanks for putting up with the only thing I ever talk about. And I'll probably be pretty boring now because I don't know what to talk about after winning it. So thanks everyone, and let's have a good night tonight.
So there it is, yes, to the winner, the spoils. Chris Perry, it's been a thrilling gift in 2007, especially for Nathan Allen.
Well, it was a fantastic run. The 6-1 on offer after the semi-finals we should have had a piece of, but he's written himself into the Stawell Gift history books.
Well, as always, it's been a pleasure to be here with you, and I look forward to seeing you in 2008.
Thanks, Peter. It's been great working with you.
Chris Perry joining us, and our thanks to Ian Cohen. Well done to Nathan Allen, who becomes the 5th Queenslander in the long and proud history of this race to breast the tape here at Stawell. He is the champion in 2007. See you in 12 months. I'm Peter Donegan. Bye for now.
This telecast brought to you by Australia Post, proud sponsor of the 2007 Australia Post Stawell Gift.
Hello, George Danekian. In 10 News, 3 servicemen on counter-terrorism training at Swan Island killed after their car careers into the ocean. Work choices legislation could be shortchanging Aussie workers to the tune of millions, and an estimated $200,000 damage bill after suspicious fire at a Doncaster kindergarten. A fine day tomorrow, top of 25 degrees.
So